What's up, everybody, and happy freaking Sunday! How we all doing tonight? Guys, I have some cool information for you all. We are officially starting something off that I'm pretty freaking stoked about, and I'm going to post a link really quick here. I don't have all the overlays and everything set up just yet, but we do officially, though, however, have, boom, our donation link set up. So, boom, that right there. Officially, we have a donation link set up, and I am thoroughly pleased to announce that we are starting actually today, like with that link. That's the first link we're dropping for the freaking Japan earthquake relief funds. We're actually going to be helping out World Community Kitchen. They're actually out there right now in Japan helping, feeding people that are working on cleanup, feeding people that are without a house at the moment, and anybody that was like a victim of this earthquake, and also any of the tsunamis that followed afterwards. So they're out there right now feeding people, which I think is amazing. I spoke with the people that are over that team. They're definitely helping out. So we do now officially have a donation link, and officially, I'm going to say this here and I'm going to regret it in like a couple of minutes. Okay. But if we hit the goal that they're shooting for, they're trying to get $5,000. If we get that by the end of the week with not only our stream, but all the streamers that are involved with this, if we get that $5,000 goal, I'm going to let Jody buzz cut my hair next Sunday. And I don't really want to buzz cut my hair, but I figured that would be a good little thing for everybody to be able to see me without a beanie on, and then shave off all the hair that I actually do have under my hair, under my beanie. So that's what we're doing. Either way, I just had to get that off my chest. I'm very excited about that. Freaking how we all doing tonight? Meg in the house. Auntie Cat's here. Freaking yes. Jesse, how are you doing? Flowers! How are you, my friend? Wrinkle! Hello. Freaking Pixie's in here. Chloe, how you doing? Nicole, how are you, my friend? I love you guys to death. Sugar, and Shell Young, how are y'all? How is everybody tonight? Hopefully we're all doing good. I normally don't start super early, but we're freaking going for it, man. I literally just got that link done, and I was like, I'm going to share this with everybody. I'm excited about it. And also, I don't know if I could do... No, I probably shouldn't do it yet. There's an overlay that I have that I've given to some streamers, but I don't have it ready for my stream yet or anything like that. How we freaking doing? Yes. What up, hero? Dave, for real, dude, how's it going? You'll take a second to like that stream. Thank you, Meg. So tonight we're going to be checking out an introduction to the BTS Discography from Chapter 1. And I figured this would be a really good thing for us to do here tonight, because we're going through their entire discography along with a couple of other bands' discographies on our Patreon from start to freaking finish to see how they got to these huge bands. Because, like, real talk for a moment, I got into a lot of fandoms. BTS, 1OK Rock, freaking Bandmade, Baby Metal, freaking Dimash. Like, I've gotten into fandoms as their superstars, like now. And I'm like, oh my God, they're freaking amazing. But then it's kind of like one of those things where, how did I get here? How did it go from where I've been in a band to how they are now? And I know that a lot of people will be like, they just came up out of nowhere. It's not true. That's never the case. Almost never is that the case. I feel like anything that comes like that quickly often leaves that quickly. And the bands that we're talking about have been around for a long time. They're established. They're massive. They're huge, like arena sellout artists, you know? So in saying that, I really want to get in there and find out more about these bands. And I started doing discographies. We've already done one for, we've done two actually now for 1OK Rock. We've done two now for freaking Bandmade. We're going to be doing Baby Metal stuff and BTS. So we're about to do the next BTS album. And I was like, I really want to do this. I think this would be a lot of fun to get this BoraCity's video out, because she's always so freaking factual and like lays down all the information for us. Jesse said, oh wait, actually we got to turn that on. I don't know why I turned this off. Boop. Maybe that's gonna work. Hopefully it works for us. You need to get there behind the lyrics book. I do indeed, Meg. There we go. Freaking chat is back on, guys, and I'm so sorry we didn't have it up. Hi sir, I'm watching from Hong Kong. Dude, heck yes. Welcome in. There is a ramen shop in Hong Kong that I've been just dreaming about ever since being there, and now I just want to be there all the time. Margaret, how you doing? And Tad, Jesse, I'm good. Keep him warm, just relaxing. I posted my ghost story in Discord. Yeah, it was freaky. I cannot wait to read it. Yeah, freaking heck yeah. Also, how you freaking doing? So I'm very excited to be reading your trip. Anybody that doesn't know, she actually just got back from one of the creepiest hotels I think I've ever seen ever. It's in Las Vegas, I believe, and it's the Clown Hotel. It's freaking wild. I still think you should check out the Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Yes, I am most definitely down. Have you sent me a thing from them? Because my J-Rock band, I'm freaking down. My sister-in-law, Liz, is a huge fan of that band. And think she actually went to a concert of theirs not too long ago. So yeah, I'm definitely down though. Are you guys ready to get into this freaking video though? I'm excited about this. And again, anybody that wasn't in here before, if we help hit this goal for... let me show y'all really quick. Let me show you guys really quick what we've got going on. I'll pull this up before we actually do this video because I think this is important. Boom. And then, maybe I'll pull up my campaign. Okay, here we go. All right. So, but actually, let me pull up theirs. Hold on 2 seconds. This is going to take 2 seconds, and I'm so sorry this is taking forever. Oh, God, this is the worst. All right, so this is theirs. Okay, pulling it up. Pow. This is World Kitchen Chefs for Japan. And right now, they've got a goal of $5,000. I've got a lot of streamers. The confirmed streamers so far are Legions Gaming. He's going to be helping us out. Roscoe said he's down. He just needed the info, so I'm going to be sending him over all the info. Luke from GOT Games is going to be interested as well, too. Perfector Noctis is an amazing dude. He's going to be on this. And then Alex Ray just said she's going to be down for it. So we've got a couple of people, and if y'all know any streamer, we're going to be doing this all this week. So literally all throughout the week, anybody that wants to stream and be a part of this to help raise funds for this, let me know. Just tell them to get with me. I've got an overlay that we're going to be putting on our streams, and I've also got a donation thing for it. So we're going to be doing this all week. And if we get to this $5,000 goal by the end of the week on Sunday, I will let my wife trim off all of my hair. And I do have hair under this beanie, but I will not after Sunday if we get to this $5,000. I feel like that's a very worthwhile goal, and I'll totally shave my hair. I'm going to let her buzz cut it, not shave it. Maybe like a guard. There's going to be a guard on it, okay? I can't go down to like straight up this. But Legions also said he might shave his whole face because he already shaves his head. I don't know. But either way, that's what we've got going on. And I feel like it's a very worthwhile thing. I've been watching all week all the stuff that's been going on, and I've been in communication with them a lot and trying to figure out and making sure that they're doing stuff. Because the Japan Red Cross does have stuff, but they don't have anything like streamer related where we can really donate towards them. And I know for a fact this dude right here is actually currently in Japan giving food to people out there. So I think it's awesome. Boom. I just want to share all that with y'all. And then again, I can flop this. I'll put this link in the chat again. Wait, nope. That's the wrong link. Crap it hard. Let's see here. Is this, where's it at? Where is my link? I guess it would be this. Yeah. And then here is our actual link to that charity. So we can already donate, like if anybody does want to. That is the link right now to go to it. But yeah. So either way, I don't know. Let's get into this video as of now. I just wanted to get all that stuff out and let everybody know what we've got going on this week. So if anybody does miss a couple of streams and y'all come back and your homie's got no hair under this beanie, you know what happened. I did on Insta. Yes. Heck yeah. Visit Hong Kong Chinese New Year here is coming February 10th through I've been wondering when the Chinese New Year actually was. I'm really excited about that. Hi from Cape Town, South Africa. Oh my God. Hello. How are you doing? What time is it there? That's awesome. Pixie Girl said, it's my first live with you? Heck yes. How are you doing? Rainstorm. How are you? ... What's up? And Mimi's here as well too. I freaking love you guys. How are you all doing? Whoop. Boom. Hopefully this works. Boom. Haha. Okay. So We're going to be checking this one out. I'm thoroughly stoked about this. And also, thank everybody for coming in here. I know it's like super freaking late notice, and we normally do stream on Sundays, but I'm a little bit late, and I did not get this up too soon. So here we go. Boom. Chapter 1, doing it. Pow.
Important information for new fans to know, but in this video I will introduce you to their most important contribution, their discography. BTS Discography can be a little confusing to understand.
Let me know, make sure that everything sounds okay on here as well too, please.
They have official songs, unofficial songs, tracks that are technically not songs, compilation albums, solo songs that are BTS songs, solo songs that are not BTS songs,
heck yes,
Korean
Meg.
albums,
Thank you. I'm
Japanese
stoked to see
albums,
it.
English singles, and so much more. So I'll try to explain all of that. If you're already an ARMY, I hope this guide can help you understand the timeline of BTS's discography and maybe even discover some songs you haven't listened to before. And if you're not a fan, I hope this guide can help you understand the basics of BTS's discography and eras and find the songs with the genres you like the most. I won't spoil the songs for you.
Can you see how many freaking albums they have in those years where it's just like boom, boom, boom? Like that is so much music, man. Oh my god.
How they sound and what the themes are, so you can discover by yourself if it's something you're interested in. To start, BTS's music is currently in what they call a Chapter 2, which includes a variety of solo projects all promoted as BTS's projects, as well as new BTS songs with all the members. But since Chapter 2 just started and is still ongoing, in this video I will only talk about Chapter 1 because
it like her just saying that, only covering chapter 1, but then showing you chapter 2, just what had been released at that point. Oh my freaking god, that is so much stuff already that they had posted in just chapter 2, which is wild, man. But like, this is chapter 1. Oh my god.
It's still so extensive.
My god!
Fans can miss some of it. So this is BTS's story explained only through their music. BTS officially debuted
this sounds
in 2013,
a little bit loud.
but
yeah, I'll
it
turn
all
it down
started
some.
in 2007. Namjoon, who later became the first member and the leader of BTS, started sharing his rapping and songwriting on online platforms around the age of 14. The oldest songs people could find of him were under the name Ranch Randa, and they go back to 2008. Later,
Ranch Randa? What? Did anyone else know this? I had never heard this before in my life. I don't think I'm gonna be able to.
this year,
I never knew that.
Today as RM, started using the name Largo alongside Ranch Randa to unofficially share
Call me
his
Ted.
songs. Participating mostly in collaborations, he mainly used samples of famous hip-hop songs to write his own Korean raps. He then performed these songs with other underground rappers. The majority of them disappeared from the rap world, but some became well-known rappers in South Korea years after.
Oh my god.
RM worked with the rappers Changmo, who back then was called Loop, Supreme Boy, who was called Suprema, Zico, who was called Naxo, and
Heck yeah, thank you, Jesse.
his name. In 2009, RM continued being part of collaborations, now mostly under the
refers to
name
it in ciphers?
Randa.
I
This
had
was the
no
time
idea.
when RM gained popularity in the South Korean underground rap scene, especially after the release of the 2009's second 94liners group rap. Along with other rappers,
Oh, I
RM
love this
became
voice
part
there,
of the
man.
rap crew DNH. These songs from 2008 and 2009
It's in the introduction
were
guide you
recognized
watched.
by the
Dot,
rapper
dot.
Sleepy,
Oh,
who told his
gosh.
friend and Big Kid producer P-Dog to check out the music of a talented underground rapper who was still in high school. After meeting RM, Big Kid decided to form a hip-hop group with RM in its center. This group was Bulletproof Boys, which they abbreviated as BPB. BPB had 3 rappers, RM, Iron, and Supreme Boy. As BPB,
Oh, that's
RM
cool, that's
released
Supreme Boy. I
Jimmy
knew that
and
he was in
17
that,
Part
but
1. And with the other members, BPB released Hook Gayo, Ashes, and We Are BPB.
Dude, okay.
Although BPB did not have an official debut,
We Are Bulletproof Part 1, that's it? I don't think I've ever actually heard We Are Bulletproof Part 1. I always have heard Part 2, and I'm like, wait, that was the first freaking album. Wait, what? And then now it all makes sense. I know this has probably been covered somewhere else, but like, listen, sometimes me and details don't go over so well, and that, like, hearing it a second time helps reaffirm that. That's freaking wild, though. I don't know how I didn't know that.
They featured on Love You Hate You by 2AM. This song is technically
Hey,
RM's
how's it going?
first official song representing BTS. All the songs I've talked about before this one can only be listened to because of re-uploads, but you can listen to Love You Hate You in every streaming platform since it's officially credited to BTS.
That's cool.
Later this year, Big Kid had a rap competition.
Freaking
in which
sugar.
contestants
Dude,
had
I
to
love
use
that
one
so
of
much.
4 tracks. 2 produced by RM and 2 produced by Iron. A 17-year-old named Yoongi decided to use RM's 17 track to audition, and he won the first online round. At the rap battle final, Yoongi landed in second place.
Yoongi with a faux hawk is like next level.
Although only the first place was promised a spot in Big Hit, Yoongi was invited to also join Big Hit and record the 2 songs he performed in the competition. In 2011, RM, still representing BPB, was featured in the pop song Bad Girl, which is still accessible on SoundCloud and YouTube, and the ballad
that's cool.
Foolish Woman, which is accessible in every streaming platform. Additionally, RM unofficially released Glory as himself, enrolling with his previous rap crew DNH. During this time, there were many changes in the BPB lineup. Big Hit discovered the street dancer Jung Ho-seok and decided to make Yoongi, who we know today as Suga, and Ho-seok, who we know today as J-Hope, become part of the group alongside RM and the other 2 rappers. Up until this point, the group was clearly intended to be a hip-hop rap group, but Big Hit thought about transforming BPB into a hip-hop idol group with a rap line and a vocal line. The guy who won the rap competition against Suga was eventually not a fit for the group. The previous 2 BPB rappers were also not a fit for the group. The official lineup was RM, Suga, and J-Hope, but among the many trainees competing to be part of the group either as rappers or singers were Jin, who was street casted, and Jungkook, who wasn't selected for a TV singing competition but was called by 7 music agencies. Jungkook decided to join the small agency Big Hit because...
What is all this from? What is like these videos? Where's all this coming from? She is so freaking good at doing research and just finding really cool things. Does anyone know what this video is actually from? Was this from like back whenever they were like actually forming the group? Is that when this was? I'm not 100% sure, but that's freaking awesome though. And also I will say, how cool is it? Like, I'm glad that Supreme Boy stuck around. I knew that a few years ago, We Are Bulletproof Part 1 is pretty good in my opinion. I'm going to have to listen to that one. But it's kind of wild that like, here, for instance, a Supreme Boy, and I can't remember what the other rapper's name that was rapping with RM at the time, but like, it's crazy that they ended up getting cut and they were the original 3, I guess. So, and then like, and then Suga and J-Hope came in. I believe they are all trainee day footage. So are all these people right here essentially like trying out for this band that they were pretty much unnamed yet, but BTS? And to me, it's kind of hard not to say it's some kind of like divine intervention of some sorts whenever you see like bands really coming together like this. Like this happened with BTS. It's wild. There's a whole documentary on Bandmade that I watched that was like, how did this happen? It's like just the perfect storm coming together, and then these people just being like in each other's lives in wild ways. No matter how many times I hear this story, goosebumps. I brought the 7 boys together. Exactly. It's like, what in the world? Randomness. Like freaking. Didn't Jin think that it was didn't Jin think it was like a scam? So it ended up happening twice for him. He thought he was getting scammed both times or something like that, being recruited, and then he was like nah, and then he ended up taking him up on it. I can't remember. I think he thought it was a scam though. I'm pretty sure he did. Stray Kids is like that. I'm gonna have to check that one out too. That's wild though. I love seeing stuff like this because you never know. You never know like the true struggle. And whenever I first heard of BTS, people were talking about Butter and stuff like that. And I just thought, oh, it's like this Korean pop group that like blew up out of nowhere. Oh, cool. And I had no idea. And I'm glad that early on in my like fandom, I watched Taylor's introduction to them and really started like finding out, oh, there's a lot more to this group than just the music as well. And then seeing stuff like this is like, it's so freaking cool. I love doing these things, man. I love watching these introductions.
This new RM Suga J-Hope lineup was abbreviated as BTS, standing for Bangtansonyondan, which is Bulletproof Boy Scouts in Korean. This technically new group unofficially released the original song Satori Rap, which became a characteristic style for BTS's future songs. After this song, Taeyeon, who we know today as V, joined Jin and Jungkook in the trainees lineup. RM and J-Hope, representing BTS, featured in Lee Seung-gi's ballad The Song That Will Make You Smile, which he officially released in 2020 in every streaming platform, and credited RM and J-Hope as BTS.
Oh, that's freaking awesome.
Only a year before BTS's official debut, a lot happens. Many trainees leave and a new trainee named Jimin joins. This makes the BTS lineup 8 members. but one of them eventually leaves, making the group a 7-member group.
Okay, there's like a video somewhere out there that shows that 8th member, and I think it's like Vice or something. I believe it's on Vice. I want to watch that just because I'm hella curious. I know you guys may be curious too, but I really want to watch that at some point and just be like, what actually happened there with that guy? And like, what does he have regrets? You know what I mean? Like for leaving BTS? I don't know if he left or he got kicked out, but man, it's wild, man. He has to feel like the same dude that like sold McDonald's for like $200 or something. He has to feel like that same guy. Or I would think at least. And then also here it says, Felix almost get shoes for Stray Kids. Can you imagine Stray Kids without Felix? In the same note, can you imagine BTS without any one of the 7 members? Like it would not be the same. If Jin went to freaking JYP, what? Freaking anybody. If Jimin didn't come on at the very end, like V, I don't know, man. It's wild.
4 vocalists. Around this time, Aaron composes more music than ever, and 2 events happen. Suga gets into a car accident, critically injuring his shoulder, and J-Hope leaves BTS. I'm mentioning
this is in
these
2012,
events because they are
man.
reflected in BTS's discography. Suga's injury becomes the subject for some of his future songs. About J-Hope leaving the group, we don't exactly know why this happened, but he mentioned how hard it was for him to live far away from his family. In the end, Jungkook convinced J-Hope to stay, and RM convinced Big Hit to fight for J-Hope since he was a vital part of BTS.
Aww.
So as soon as J-Hope is back, he is a featured artist in the Jopon song Animal, and he becomes the first BTS member to perform on a K-pop TV show.
Damn, look at him!
With the 7 members now
Dang!
today, BTS releases 2 adaptations of hip-hop songs with unofficial videos, a typical Chinese Christmas and Let's Introduce Bangtan Room. Only 6 months before their debut, BTS unofficially releases multiple
Look
songs
how tiny they are, dude.
including adaptations of songs by DJ Khaled, Kendrick Lamar, Marcus Houston, J. Cole, and the most popular pre-debut BTS song, Graduation Song, which samples Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa's
That's
Young,
awesome.
Wild and Free. BTS continues releasing unofficial songs and freestyles sampling tracks by Nicki Minaj, Common, Macklemore and Ryan
Oh
Lewis,
my God.
and T.I. BTS teased their official debut on May of 2013 with a debut trailer which was later called Intro Too Cool for School, and then officially made their debut with the album Too Cool for School on June 12th of 2013.
I will
This
never
is
not
how
love
BTS
that move.
albums
That is
went
so
to
freaking
work
cool.
In Chapter 1, they released 2 or 3 mini albums and then a full studio album. These 2 or 3 albums that have the same theme are part of an era or a trilogy. The mini albums can either be a single album or an EP, which have 2 to 5 songs. BTS's first album is a single album because it technically has only 3 songs. This is common in BTS's first albums. There is an intro, an interlude, an outro, and a skit. A skit is not a song. It's usually a conversation between the BTS members that reflects the story of the album.
I love that they did
Since
that
these
though.
albums tell the members' thoughts and experiences, the skits show BTS's story and milestones. Additionally, some albums have hidden songs, which you can only listen to on the physical CD. Each album has a title track, which is the main single they are promoting that comes with a music video, and a follow-up promoted track, which is the second single or song that may or may not have a music video, but that they will perform on TV shows.
Oh, that's
in K-pop
awesome.
terms, it's a promoted B-side, and in Western music terms, it's a follow-up. So with that in mind, let's see the story of BTS's first album.
Okay, really quick, I promise. I'm not going to keep on randomly pausing this, but I think that is so freaking cool that she just broke it down in that way, because that song, the way that they utilized that album, it really reminded me of why I like watching Run BTS, because it kind of has a lot of their personality in it too. Like they're kind of picking at each other in some of the skits, and like that you get to know their personality, which is so different from a band in an album perspective. You normally never get that with any type of Western music. You really don't get to, like, except for the music side of them, you don't get to know their actual personality. So if you ever I'm always like, well, what do they even talk like? You know what I mean? That's a big thing for me. Anytime I hear a singer, I'm always like, what do they actually sound like when they're talking? Because sometimes it's totally different. And I think it's cool that with BTS and those skits, whenever we were listening to that album, because we've done that one on our Patreon already, and listen through those skits, it was cool to hear them like messing with each other, and also hearing their voices, how different they are from how they sing or how they rap. And it was very cool. I've never seen it broke down like that. Like the track listing, them having 3 songs, hidden tracks, and then the interludes and stuff. I really did like the way that they laid that album out. But man, and how busy they were before they actually released the first album. Have y'all ever known a band to do that? Like, I've heard of many albums released beforehand, but not that many solo stuff and under a umbrella of like a label. It was wild, man. That's very cool. I like that a lot, though.
For School is the beginning of what is known today as the School Trilogy. All of the songs from this era are either hip-hop, R&B, or a fusion of both genres. The first song, We Are Bulletproof Part 2, is a continuation of We Are BPB with the old lineup. In this song, BTS reaffirms their story of how they became a group, how despite being young, they had strong music ambitions. This is what made them bulletproof. In Skit Circle Room Talk, they introduced the theme of the album. After graduating, do they want an office job or follow their music dreams? This is a transition to No More Dream, the album's title track and promoted single. Its main theme was, of course, young people's dreams or lack of dreams and passion. Interlude is an instrumental transition from BTS's heavy rap side to their R&B side. The first R&B track is Like, a song about high school romance and social media. And outro Circle Room Cypher is a fun skit in which BTS jokingly rap battles each other. The last 2 tracks are hidden tracks, which means that they are only part of the physical CDs. Path, also known as Road, tells their feelings during the years when the group was coming together and wondering what will be the end of the road. These concerns are expanded in RM's spoken poem Skit on the Start Line. All of these album's lyrics were composed by the rap line. After this, BTS explained their passion to perform in the unofficial song Born Singer, which samples J-Cole's Born Sinner, and it becomes one of BTS's most important songs in their careers.
I remember watching that video. I never would have guessed that that was early on in their career. They sing so tight together. Like, their vocals in that are so freaking good, man. I never would have thought that was 2013. They're so passionate in that performance. It's so good.
BTS's second official project is the EP Oh Are You Late To, which starts with a hip-hop intro performed by RM. The title track and lead single is N.O., a protest on how the South Korean education system turns students into studying machines. Because BTS debuted as a hip-hop idol group, RM and Suga received backlash from the underground rap scene they were once part of. Their first response to the criticism was the hip-hop track We On, in which they affirmed that they will not pay attention to the hate. An example of their determination is clear in Skit Are You Happy Now, an audio recorded at 6 a.m. of the members discussing their music path. This is a transition to the hip-hop song If I Rule the World. The R&B track of the album is Coffee, a love song told through coffee metaphors.
Baby Mochi, how's it going?
Part 1, the first of 4 ciphers performed by the rap line. In this first one, the rappers introduce themselves as the new kids who want to show their talents to the world. Attack on Bangtan, also translated as The Rise of Bangtan, has a similar message.
Oh, but the original album? Oh, Crystal, thank you for letting me know that.
This song is that it jokingly predicts their future success. The BTS members announce their arrival to the music industry and wonder what will happen if BTS rises.
Hey, Tony. Dude.
The next track is the rap line's pre-debut song.
Suga singing that at the starting is amazing.
Officially released by the 7 BTS members under the name Baldogang-san. The last track is Outro Love in School, the first song ever performed exclusively by the vocal line, which introduces the theme of the third part of the School Trilogy. But before continuing the School Trilogy, BTS
unofficial songs.
Unofficial songs.
Good God!
Beautiful is one of their most popular adaptations, and it samples Mariah Carey and Miguel's Beautiful.
That video is so funny to me. I don't know why. I just think this video is so funny.
BTS
Phoenix, thank you so much for the membership.
Songs. Perfect Christmas, performed by Jungkook.
Copy is one of my favorite songs. This album is one of my favorites. I can't wait to check it out.
Idol's Christmas, an adaptation by the other 5 members, not
Sunshine.
part of the first Christmas song. The last official part of the School Trilogy was the 2014 EP A School Love Affair, introduced by the rap line. The album's main theme is young romance, and it has the hip-hop rock song Boy in Love as its title track.
Oh my God, though.
In Skid Soulmate, the BTS members ask each other what the album's theme should be, and it introduces the next two R&B pop tracks. Where You From, in which the boy in love meets and starts talking to someone they like, and Just One Day, in which they profess their love.
Oh, dude, that is awesome. Also, I'm loving the fact that she's putting like title and then she's also putting follow up. So she's letting you know like everything about this. She's laying this out so well. And I don't even know if like, I mean, I've been looking at it the whole time from an editing standpoint. She is doing so good editing this and like really guiding us by the hand and like taking us through this path. I think that's awesome, but she's done a really good job here. And
the last 5 songs
I do have a thought, but I just want to say it after
old
this.
school trilogy themes: dreams, identity, protest, determination, and love. Representing dreams is Tomorrow, a song about following your dreams despite opposition from others. This track is an R&B hip-hop mix that works as a transition to the heavier hip-hop tracks. Representing identity is BTS Cypher Part 2 Triptych, in which the rap line where the insults from other rappers
I love that one, by the way.
showing that they have the abilities and bravery of underground rappers but the success of idol stars. Representing protest is Spinebreaker, a song about the way
God, that's such a good song too.
today's society
Dang.
obsessed with material possessions. Representing determination is Jump, which showcases their perseverance in a positive, happy light. And representing love is Outro Propose, the vocal lines R&B track about falling in love. After the release of these 3 albums, part of the school trilogy, the BTS members released some unofficial songs, including 95 Graduation, also known as Graduation Part 2, performed by Jimin and V, who were born in 1995. Soon after, BTS released a special edition of School Love.
Okay, really quick, before we actually dig into that, I just want to look at this really quick and show you guys. So in 2013, I mean, dude, boom. Those two, I know that it says EP, but there's still a lot of stuff going on there. And then 2014, I don't know what, does anybody know what month in 2013 Too Cool for School actually released? But if you think about this, I mean, that is a lot of freaking music. And then on top of that, the unreleased stuff that they released as well. One thing that I think is awesome about that is they literally only had music to work on and their career to work on. You know what I mean? They were just like, here, work on stuff. And you can tell that they were just constantly putting music out, like constantly working, constantly like forming their craft. That's so much dedication to it. But I think a lot of people often will like, I'm not trying to say like squander that time or waste it, like kind of waste that time. Be a little bit wasteful with that time. You know, like for me personally, I'm really good at deadlines once I get to the deadline. But if I've got like 3 months before I got to do something, I'm probably going to fart around until right before I got to do it. And then I'm like, oh God. But it shows here with like how much they released and all the unreleased stuff. It shows that they didn't do that. They just kept working. They were like, let's freaking do this. And that determination really like led to the success that they found, I think, too. And it's just cool to actually see their art like laid out in front of you this way. That way, I think in the description here it says 500 songs. That's a lot, dude. Reading up on chat really quick. Phoenix Flame said Coffee is one of my favorite songs. This album is one of my favorites. Freaking heck yes. I can't wait. Baby Mochi said it's been a while. I haven't been on your channel live and channel in a while. Oh, well, thank you for coming back. It's good to see you, homie. And then also Crystal Snow said I would love to have Beautiful on Spotify. I'm still waiting for Dang on Spotify too. V is funny. This video on Beautiful, hands in the air, whole time. Yeah, V was so funny in that song Beautiful. The music video was ridiculous, man. It was so ridiculous and like, I don't know, kind of funny. And then also Baby Mochi said, John, did you know V had his hands up the whole time in Beautiful? I didn't know they were up the whole time, but they were up for an extended amount of time that I was like, oh my God. But either way, and then also Meg said Phoenix Flames, it's coming up soon on the reaction list. Boom. Freaking boom. I'm very excited about it. Meg actually just posted the entire thing, so she's got us all the way through the end of February, which is wild. Thank you, Meg. It takes a long time to do those things, I know, so I'm very excited. We've got a lot of BTS stuff. I've just been kind of reacting to random things, but we're back on a schedule now up until the ending of February. So that's massive. Casey, how's it going? And Jackie, how you doing? Oh, boom.
There with the original 10 tracks and 2 new R&B tracks. Miss Right, which served as the title track, and Like Slow Jam Remix, which is a jazzier version of their previous release song Like. Additionally, they released the instrumentals for
Good
6
Lord.
of the album's songs. Then Namjoon unofficially releases Unpack Your Bags on SoundCloud, a hip-hop track produced by DJ Soulscape. Since Japan is the second biggest music market in the world, it's common for Korean artists to release Japanese versions of their songs. So BTS released 2 Japanese EPs that come with 2 music videos. These albums are the Japanese counterpart of the school trilogy. The first EP is No More Dream, and it has the Japanese versions of No More Dream, Attack on Bangtan, and Like. Part of their Korean discography, BTS released So For More on SoundCloud, an adaptation of Pro Era's Like Water. BTS will later release another original song titled So For More. So to differentiate them, just remember that this 2014 track is an unofficial SoundCloud song. BTS then releases their second Japanese music video, Boy in Love, part of the Boy in Love EP with the Japanese versions of Just One Day and N.O. This is the end of the school trilogy.
Okay, but before we move on from there, do you guys have a certain song that they released from in Japanese and Korean as well too, that you guys prefer the Japanese version over the Korean version? Like for me, I do have one for sure, but like I just love the way that I don't know why. This might sound weird. I don't know. But either way, Jin's voice singing Japanese, his voice in Japanese is freaking perfect, man. I don't know what it is, but it just sounds awesome and I freaking love it. But what are y'all's thoughts?
The Dark and Wild era, which has their most ambitious project at the time. Their first studio album, Dark and Wild. This era is still mainly hip-hop,
how's it going?
but it has a rockier sound and more rebellious lyrics composed by the rap line. To promote this project, they released an album preview on SoundCloud, which releases all of the album's songs. The intro What Am I to You,
thank you so much.
RM describes the relationship where the other person only cares about themselves. This theme is continued in the title track and lead single Danger.
That music video is freaking wild, by the way.
I call this era transition into adulthood because it expresses all those disobedient, angry thoughts and feelings young people have before entering adulthood. As BTS puts it in the follow-up single,
that makes sense, Tad. That makes sense, Tad.
The internal fight of one's own hormones and the negative effects they have on young people. The first classic hip-hop song of the album is Hip Hop File, also known as Hip Hop
Night
Love,
Goddess,
in which
hello.
they thank 13 hip-hop artists for being the inspiration for their music. Going back to the album's theme, BTS talks about a relationship's inevitable end in Let Me Know. These feelings intensify in a rainy day described in the jazz-centric Rain. BTS Cypher Part 3 Killer is probably the most popular cypher.
One of my favorite ciphers
like
ever.
The title shows, this cypher
So
is
freaking
more
good.
aggressive and shows more determination and confidence than ever. The next track is an instrumental interlude with Jungkook's voice that serves as a transition to the pop, R&B, and alternative hip-hop songs. Could You Turn Off Your Cell Phone is pretty self-explanatory. It tells the consequences of the social media and technology obsession. Embarrassed or Blanket Kick, 24/7 Heaven, and Look Here are all pop R&B, and they are about falling in love and deciding to pursue
I don't
that
think I have, Tony.
Second Grade expresses their feelings of being in the second year of their music careers. An alternative song title is So For More, a wordplay for sophomore, which is also the title for one of their unofficial SoundCloud songs I talked about before. The outro.
Okay, really quick. We just had a really interesting comment here in the freaking comments. Untitled Phenomenal said, I can't actually read. I don't know if you guys knew this. I mean, I can, but I'm like, words get scrambled up. Either way, honestly, I'd never heard of BTS. They sound cool though. 2 questions. First of 2 questions. So what music or like what band did I react to that brought you here today to this live stream? I'm very curious to know that. And then second question, this is actually for you. And then chat, I would like y'all to send him recommendations based on what you answer. But what type of music do you like? Are you into rap? Are you into do you like good vocals, like singing? What type of music are you into? So where we can maybe figure out what kind of first song we would like to suggest to you, because they do have a plethora of genres, believe it or not. And I think sometimes like that first song might be the one that hit you. You know what I mean? Maybe not though, too. Who knows? But yeah, what song brought you here, or what band did you start listening to with me? And then also, what type of music you're into normally? And also Sunshine said, sorry I could join for a short time, but from Europe, so I need to sleep. Bye, John. Have a blessed night, Sunshine. Have a great rest of your night. And yeah, there we go. Boom. Also, freaking MS Moss. How you doing? Welcome from New Zealand. Hello. All right. I'm into 80s rock. Freaking yes. Oh my God. 80s rock. That's kind of going to be a little bit of a slightly harder one, I guess. Maybe. But chat, if you guys have some suggestions, please hit them up with some suggestions. I don't know. 80s rock. I'm going to have to think on that one for sure too. And then also, do you remember like what was the first band or singer that I reacted to that you checked out of mine? And thank you for being here tonight.
Do You Think It Makes Sense is performed by the vocal line, which closes the album's love story in a sudden heartbreak. As always, they released a Japanese EP with Danger as the title track, an EDM remix of Attack on Bangtan, and the Japanese version of Miss Right. They also promoted an alternative hip-hop version of Danger titled Danger
Fake Love Rock version? Casey, yes!
Vietnamese Australian singer Tan, who adds verses in English. Their next big project is Wake Up, BTS's first Japanese studio album. The intro is a hip-hop track that sets the tone for the album, and the first original Japanese song, The Stars, is pretty good one too, in my opinion, very good one. The Japanese version of Path, not because they sound similar, but because they have the same hopeful view on ambitions and dreams.
Well, that's cool. By the way, I had no idea there were this many albums, and I love this. I cannot wait to go through their
Japanese versions of their songs and release Like Part 2, which is their second original Japanese song. This is of course a continuation of Like, about romance and social
So what
media.
is the first song that got you into BTS? That's awesome.
And outro are R&B tracks that reaffirm the album's theme of taking action toward following one's dream. Before releasing the last promoted project of the Dark and Wild era, Jimin and Jungkook released Christmas Day on SoundCloud, and RM collaborated with the American rapper Warren G for the alternative hip-hop song PTD. To
Both
end
freaking
the Dark and Wild
beautiful
promotions, BTS released a Taiwanese special edition of their Korean studio album with an exclusive Chinese version of Boy in Love. In 2015.
Joyce, I freaking love you to death. You said, I want you to learn more about 70s music, and my agenda in that regard must be obvious to you. Listen, you have got me into some freaking rabbit holes already, my friend. Like, I've been reading on that book that you gave me, and then he's just a freaking genius. Frank Zappa is a freaking genius. And in a very eclectic way, I would say is a good maybe way to say that. But I really freaking love what you've sent me so far. So thank you. I'm liking the journey because, to be honest with you, Joyce, 70s music is actually a lot more inspirational to the music that I grew up listening to than I ever would have known. I never would have known that if not for you. So thank you. And I'm definitely liking getting into it. And yeah, I didn't know about the Chinese versions either, man. So I'm going to have to check that one out. I don't think we've checked him out, have we, Meg? I don't think so.
RM, who at the time performed under the name Rap Monster, released his first solo mixtape on SoundCloud titled RM. The 11 tracks have aggressive, fast-paced raps with different samples and adaptations of American hip-hop songs. The three promoted songs with music videos are the title track and the first single, Awakening.
Yes, heck yeah, Jay, thanks for letting me know that. That's awesome.
And the third single, Joke.
I'm not rock, I'm not funk, I'm not R&B or hip-hop.
Kimchi!
This mixtape tells his response to all the criticism he received for joining an idol group. RM points out that it's not wrong or disingenuous to make meaningful music designed for people to actually listen to. In the middle of the promotion of his mixtape, RM also participated in the song and music video of Buku Buku with other rappers. BTS's next
He's all over the place, man. I love
Trilogy
that.
From 2015, in which they began telling a fictional storyline fans can put together by reading their album notes, HYYH books, the Save Me webtoon, and music videos part
I have to watch the Save Me webtoon.
This trilogy also shows a new vulnerable side from the BTS members. The first part is the EP,
even though I love the
Most
artist.
Beautiful
I'm gonna have
Moment
to
in
check
Life,
it out.
Part 1, also known as Hwa Yang Yong Hwa Part 1, shortened HYYH Part 1. It starts with an intro performed by Suga and visualized in the comeback trailer. The album's title track is I Need You, their first
a beautiful
pop
intro, by the way,
single, which helped them gain their first music show win.
Dude, that's the one that started them?
The intro, I Need You, Hold Me Tight, and Skid Expectation
You gonna
explore
watch
the
the
dichotomy
youth
between
K-drama?
angst and optimism.
Yes, Crystal
love
Snow,
and hate,
1000%
and
I'm gonna watch
anxiety
that.
and fearlessness experienced at the end of being a teenager and the beginning of adulthood. The follow-up single Dope is BTS's first dance EDM song, and it represents an adrenaline rush of the celebration of youth. Many attribute this music video at attracting the first significant wave of international fans. Boys with Fun is a catchy dance pop song that makes something clear. This fun version of them is still them. They're still tackling social issues. They are still impacting listeners with their music, but they are having fun while doing so. This is the first official song in which the vocal line joins the rap line in the composition process. Converse High is the album's love song, and it uses references to shoe brands. Because Converse is a copyrighted brand, the song's name is Lover's High for Korean TV shows. The R&B tracks are Moving On by all the members,
Dope is one of
and
my
Outro
favorite
Love
hype
Is Not
songs,
Over
yeah,
by
for
the vocal
sure.
line. These tracks talk about the feeling of nostalgia after the end of an era, the end of living in the place where they first met, lived together and practiced together. The first album is the shock of moving on, the shock of entering adulthood. These new sounds are the consequence of opening up, of being more vulnerable. This doesn't mean that they stop being them. RM continues collaborating with his rapper friends in hard-hitting hip-hop songs, but BTS are different to how they started. This is why they re-record We Are BPB as
Three
We
voice
Are
and short, so
Bulletproof
good.
Part 1 with the 7 BTS members we know today. For the Japanese youth era, they first
freaking
released
love
an
that
original
line right
Japanese
there. It's
pop
such a
ballad
cool line,
titled
dude.
For You,
RM, oh my
and
God.
Japanese versions of War of Hormone and Let Me Know. This year, BTS starts participating in OST projects, which are original soundtracks for series or movies. The first member to release an OST
That is so
RM
good, by the
for
way.
Marvel's Fantastic Four movie. RM also features in the alternative hip-hop ballad You, and Jungkook features in the ballad One Dream, One Korea. Then BTS
dang.
releases
I gotta say this about RM really quick too, because I was thinking about how good that song is for Fantastic Four, which by the way, I went back after that. I don't know if that was only in the Korean release or not, but his music is, there's not even a way to say this. He is so underrated, and I don't understand why. Like, even Indigo, man, it's one of those albums that whenever I think of like the 7 albums that came out, or the 7 like solo releases, I'm like, Indigo's up there for sure in the top. But I'm like, every time I actually go back and listen to it, I'm like blown away by how good that album actually is. From start to finish, every single song on that, I'm like, dude, what? He is a freaking mastermind. And then even I forgot like how good that freaking the Fantastic Four song. I'm also a metalhead. Went through the 80s rock as a young adult. I felt early grunge hip hop BTS music. Yes, get your feet moving. Yeah, exactly. Like I like that grungier hip hop earlier stuff as well too. RM is just a great lyricist. He really is. He's an amazing lyricist and great performer. Yes, and like I don't know, man. I think one thing that kind of threw me off a little bit was like his vocal style at first was kind of different and like not what I was expecting from RM in Indigo. I think it was so different for me. It kind of at first kind of I was like, what? And then after that, I don't know. I really like the more I've dove into it, the more I'm like, God, he absolutely captured that emotion with the lyrics and the music perfectly with his voice. And it's like, I don't know. You'd think as a dude that sings all the freaking time that like that would have really registered right off the bat what he was doing there. But just like, I don't know, his voice just captures it so perfectly, man. So I've been really diving back through Indigo and just really learning to love and appreciate it more. Indigo, D-Day, Jack in the Box, more of my top 3. They're all freaking bangers. I don't think that you can go wrong though. If you said if you told me any 3 like were your top 3, I'd be like, yeah, I totally agree with you on that. But yes, that 3, I do think that rap line crushed. Fantastic Four OST. The RM was only for Korea. That's what I was thinking. I actually went back and watched the entire Fantastic Four movie, which, by the way, I did not like the movie that much. But I went back and watched the whole movie, just like, where's this song at in the movie? It was not in
Their
there.
second EP, part of the Youth
But we
Trilogy,
did
The
it.
Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Part 2. If Part 1 is about the shock of entering adulthood, Part 2 is about the reaction, the scary,
Oh, heck
lonely,
yeah.
frustrated
58
reaction.
likes.
The
Thank
round one
y'all.
introduces the theme of fighting against life's obstacles in Intro Nevermind. The obstacles are explained in the pop rock title track, Run, which shows helplessness and longing for a connection that doesn't exist.
That is such a good video too, man.
The next two songs use animal metaphors and R&B instrumentals to express fear. Butterfly is about the fear of losing someone, and William 52 uses the lonely wail to express the fear of being alone. As the BTS members reflect about their lives, they start reflecting about societies. They sing about their identities with their hometowns in My City, and the inequality and unjust privileges of inherited wealth in Silver
This is my
Spoon.
biggest
With
role
these
model
songs,
in life.
They start a new trend in their music. Strong
Yes,
social
Dad. Heck
commentary
yes.
and happy, fun songs. These are pop songs or funky
Love both of
hip-hop
these songs.
Skit One Night in a Strange City is a conversation about their recent success. The vulnerable shift they had in The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 1 made them tour
made
in
me hype
faraway
on
cities
BTS.
like
That's
the capital
awesome.
of Chile,
Nevermind's a
the
beautiful
strange
song
city where
lyrically.
they recorded this skit. Autumn Leaves, also known as Dead Leaves, is about a person's effort
Love
to
it.
stay the way they are when they are demanded to mature. In a way, it's about clinging to childhood and youth. This conflicting relationship one has with oneself and others is unstable and addictive, and is predicted to collapse in House of Cards.
They ended this album with House of Cards? They ended it with that? Oh, God.
The second Japanese youth album is
Wow.
I Need You, with Japanese versions of I Need You, Dope, and Boys with Fun. On the side, J-Hope releases his first solo composition, One Verse, on SoundCloud, and BTS makes their first 3 songs for commercials: an original RM composition for a coffee brand, a remake of Run for the shoe brand Puma, and a collaboration with the rapper Jesse for SK
Nevermind
Telecom.
is still one of my top 3 because the meaning of it. Yeah, I completely agree with that, Meg.
The third Japanese EP
his feet.
has Japanese versions of Run, Butterfly, and
Oh,
a new
Joyce.
pop song titled Good Day about their strong, lifelong friendship. The third part of the Korean Youth Trilogy is their
Whoa.
first compilation album, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Young Forever. This album
Whoa.
has 2 CDs. The first CD has songs from Part 1 and Part 2, an alternative ballad version of Butterfly with only the vocal line, and 2
that's cool.
EDM singles which show 2 responses to the same struggle. Fire, a fun and catchy song showing a
Freaking
new
love
level
that
of
one.
BTS's choreography about carelessly living a travel life.
That is such a good song, dude.
And Save Me, a tropical house electro-pop song about escaping that travel life celebrated in Fire.
Joyce, you're really hilarious. Ugh.
If Born Singer is BTS's first sentimental anthem, Epilogue Young Forever is the second one. This ballad
Oh,
is
dang,
the
yeah,
trilogy's
that's a beautiful one.
conclusion, a positive view about the struggles, fears, and dreams of youth. The second CD compiles more songs from Part 1 and Part 2 and has the full-length edition of the Part 2's outro, House of Cards, and Part 1's outro, Love Is Not Over, now with the 7 members instead of only the vocal line. There's also an urban remix and an electro-pop remix of I Need You, a ballad version and a dance rock version of Run, and an R&B version of Butterfly. So there's a song for every listener. Before starting their next era, BTS continues making music for commercials. This time, they
Commercials,
release,
dude.
promote, and perform a choreographed dance of a family song with the group G-Friend for a school uniform commercial. For Festa,
I was about to say something, and then I looked at freaking Jimin's face right here, and I was like, you know what? Never mind. Never freaking mind on what I was going to say. I was going to say, man, they paid their dues. They probably might not have even wanted to be on this commercial. All blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Zoom in, man. Look at Jimin's face right here. Dude is freaking loving this. I don't even care. He is having the time of his freaking life. Third down right here, Mr. Jimin right here. Loving it right here. And I think, like, I was about to say, dude, like, just thinking about how much work they actually put into their craft, and then doing stuff like this right here too, doing commercials and stuff where a lot of people would probably be like, oh, they're doing whatever. He is just freaking loving this. Like, you cannot say that this man is being like forced against his will to do it. Look at how happy he is right now, just dancing up there with his homies. I freaking love it. And Also, last little thing, I still just got to say this. She's going off. She's giving us so much information on every single song. She's breaking it down in the relevance and what it means and everything for 500 songs, guys. That's insane. Please go like her video.
Of family song with the group G-Friend for a school uniform commercial.
I just
For
love
Festa,
seeing his
RM
face. He's
and
so
Jungkook
happy right
released
there.
the pop song I Know, and BTS releases an acoustic version of Young Forever on SoundCloud. In August of 2016, Suga releases his first solo mixtape August D on SoundCloud under the name August D.
Oh, this album is so good. Oh my god.
The entire album is of course hip-hop with a hardcore rap style.
Tad,
with
I would definitely
underground
need to watch
influences.
that.
And it has August D as the first single and Give It To Me as the second single.
He just came out swinging, dude.
Both of
August
these
D is
songs
such a
are
good
his
album.
response to the South Korean underground hip-hop scene accusing him of selling out for debuting in BTS.
Been
The
listening,
intro
watching
is
here on my
called
TV.
DT
What
Suga,
is that
showing that
freaking
his
Masha
new name
cat?
stands for DT, which is his hometown Daegu town, and Suga, his name in BTS, all backwards. August D is Suga's alter ego. This is what he explains to his brother in the recorded conversation part of Skit. 724148 is about his success and beginnings. 140503 at dawn has vulnerable lyrics over a minimal beat. The last has a stronger
The
beat
traffic
with
safety
lyrics
one?
about depression and self-hatred. Tony Montana is about ambition and envy. And
Oh my
Interlude
God.
in reality works as an instrumental transition for So Far
Tony
Away,
Montana is
a song
so
about
good.
dreams. To end the Youth trilogy, BTS releases the
I can't believe
Japanese
this is his first
studio album,
solo.
Youth, which starts with the alternative hip-hop track Introduction Youth and compiles old and new Japanese versions of the Youth trilogy. The new original Japanese song is Wishing on a Star, a happy hip-hop pop song about the future and hope. Only weeks after the end of the Youth
The last
era,
is still in my
BTS
top.
starts
Yeah, it's
the
a beautiful
iconic
freaking
Wings
song.
era. These
Damn it,
songs
Dram,
will
thank you so
become
much for
the
the
first
sub.
projects recognized by major American
Uncle
award shows,
freaking
giving
mama!
BTS their first American award show attendance, their first American red carpet, and their first American award. So what exactly was this era about? The main project is the studio album Wings, BTS's first concept album about temptation and growth. To promote this unique concept album based
Fried
in the
chicken
coming-of-age novel
commercials, my
Damien,
favorite.
BTS released 7 solo short
I gotta
films,
watch
part
them.
of
I
the
have to watch
Countdown
those.
universe that represent the 7 solo songs that will be part of the album. This is the first time each of the 7 members had a solo song on a BTS album. The album's comeback trailer and intro track also follow the pattern from the previous full albums. RM did the intro for Dark and Wild, Suga did the intro for The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, so this time J-Hope did the intro for Wings, with
Oh,
Intro
nice.
Boy
That's
Meets
freaking
Evil,
awesome.
a dark hip-hop song which explains the story of the album, a young man encountering evil as he grows up. Once this man discovers
gonna be here
greed,
long? Gotta work in the
ambition,
morning?
and lust,
Dude,
he
same,
explains
but
this
freaking thank you for
intoxication
stopping
in the
by.
main single, Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Wings just freaking coming out,
The
blasting
solo
you
songs
with freaking
show
awesome.
a unique genre for each member, and of course, each member participated in the composition process of their songs. The solos start with Jungkook's Begin, a dance pop song in which he thanks the
coconut
BTS
shrimp
members for
commercial,
bringing him out
Conway
of
and
his
Korean
shell. In this
tourism.
song, he also opens up about his weaknesses. Jimin's solo is Lie, an orchestral pop song in which he shows the inner fight between his inner self and the persona the world knows.
Wings,
This
man,
solo
my
is
God.
Stigma, a neo-soul song about struggling with identity. Suga's solo song is an alternative hip-hop song about his first love.
Wings doesn't. Nope. Nuh-uh. Wings isn't real. That's not even a real thing. This cannot be a real thing. And then First Love, no. Wings cannot be a real album. This is ridiculous. Somebody's messing
The
up.
piano he learned to play during his childhood. RM's solo is a reflection
Sweet
on
God.
self-love
Are you
and
freaking
acceptance.
serious?
This is a hint of BTS's next trilogy. J-Hope's solo is Mama, a pop song influenced by gospel music.
Wings
in
is
which
too
he
good.
explores Singing as
Wings
well as
should
his
not
usual
exist.
rapping. In
We
this
don't
song,
deserve
J-Hope
Wings.
thanks his mother for supporting him as he followed his dreams. This
Oh my
song
God.
connects with the album's concept by relating it to Damien's mother, Eva. Jin's solo is Awake, a ballad about the obstacles towards reaching sharing one's dreams and inspirations. The next 2 songs are subunit songs. Lost is an electropop song performed by the vocal line,
We
which
don't,
basically
dude.
combines the themes
Wings
of
is
all
too
the
good.
solo songs.
Wings
Lost is about feeling
Wings is too
sad,
good.
lost, or confused in life.
I recently saw
BTS
first
Cypher
BTS
4
song.
is the rap line's last cipher, which works as both a response to negative comments and a proclamation of self-love and confidence. This
Wait,
is the beginning
what?
of the hip-hop
Cypher
song.
4 was on there
Like I
too?
mentioned before, Am I Wrong is the song with a strong social commentary disguised in a happy, colorful beat. It's a hip-hop song,
No.
but it has elements from country music, and it has direct criticism against South Korean politicians. 21st Century Girls is also a happy song about the double standards women face in
Wings there is
society.
wild.
Joke 3 is also about society and life, but it has a more positive view. A celebration of this
They do,
positive
yeah.
conclusion is the
Until they
dance
do.
pop song Interlude Wings. But the Wings era doesn't end here. Before releasing the next Wings project, BTS makes a song for SK Telecom commercial. Suga and J-Hope start performing a Japanese trot duet titled Otsukare, which will later
What?
be performed by the 7 members.
What? All of them did that right after Wings? Otsukare is probably one of the greatest things ever. If I could I would suggest you check out Otsukare by Suga and J-Hope first. That would be my first suggestion for a BTS song, because it's probably the most uplifting thing ever. I'm thinking the only one here that's what's Wings and why is it so good? Dude, every single song that she just said, it would be if, I don't know, man, every single banger ever of a band that you're like, dude, what in the heck? I cannot believe it would be like if freaking, if Trivium put out Pull Harder on the Strings of Your Martyr with the same album that they put freaking some bangers from Shogun, and every single great song. It's all on freaking Wings. It's how did that many good songs? And it's there was not a sleeper. Wings is legit a golden album, dude. Also, really quick, there is, I'm not 100% sure what language this is, but I actually Google translated it, and it said, how was your Dimash trip? How was your trip to the Dimash concert? I'm not ignoring you. In fact, I actually looked it up on here. Boom. I actually did some Google translating. What up? If you can see it, boom. And I do not know how to do the reverse Google Translate, but it was freaking amazing. I loved the Dimash concert. I'm not trying to ignore you. I just don't know how to respond back to you, but it was amazing. I loved that Dimash concert. It was so good. Thank you for being here and for even asking about it. But yes, dude, it's freaking beautiful. And let's see here. There was another thing I wanted to address really quick while we got it paused. Best of collection, except this is all one album. Yeah, exactly. All one album. Damn, I know, dude. They literally went off. It was most bands probably would have broken that up and they would have been listen, we've got literally about 12 solid songs, 14 solid songs here that are going to blow people's minds. Let's just space it out. We can have a long lasting career. Let's just space it out. And they're nah, we're going for it. Blasting this entire album. I don't know, man. It's insane. And then there was one last thing I did want to say, but I can't find it here. Ooh, Untitled said, so they do English songs too. Yes, they do English songs as well. BTS does English songs for sure, but I don't know that I would suggest you starting there. As long as you're cool with either checking out lyric videos or music or live performances that have lyrics over them, like this kind of has the closed captions. If you're okay with checking those out, definitely would do some of that first, because their English songs are good, but for me personally, I needed to understand why they were written before I really got into them, because they're very, very mainstreamy kind of, and very poppy and feel good, but there's a reason that they were like that. You know what I mean? Freaking Ken, what's up, homie? How you doing? What is the best song in Wings? Oh God, that's such a hard question. I don't even know. One of my favorites is I'm gonna say Suga's First Love, because I freaking love that song. But there's so many. It just depends on who your favorite from that is. I mean, Awake's amazing too, Jin. But this is Otsukare.
Jin releases
so
a
good,
Christmas
dude.
version of his solo song Awake. V and Jin release It's Definitely You for the Korean drama
That was a good
Hwarang,
one, too.
where V is an actor.
Jen
and
just throwing the
RM
sink at
releases
it.
an official solo song titled Always on SoundCloud. The second
Yeah,
project part of
what's your
Wings
favorite child?
is
Exactly.
You Never Walk Alone, released in 2017, a repackage of the album Wings that come with
Have a
4 new
blessed night,
tracks.
Uncle
The
Wilma.
title
Thanks for
track
hanging,
is
homie.
Spring Day, a power ballad about loss.
Oh
and
my
grief.
God, Spring
The
Day's
music
beautiful.
video alludes to the tragedy of South Korea's Sewol Ferry. This song is so beloved in South Korea that it has been charting non-stop in Korean charts since
It's
its
still
release.
charting, dude. That is so wild. Oh, that melody gives me chills. Seriously, every time I hear that,
The
I'm like,
album's
oh.
follow-up single is Not Today, a powerful song about courage and breaking the glass ceiling. Outro Wings is an extended version of Interlude Wings, and the supplementary story You Never Walk Alone is an electro-pop song about staying together.
This
through
is
hardships.
insane to me.
This is the end of the Korean Wings era. In 2017, RM
Wow.
collaborates in 3 songs about social change.
I know, Spring
The
Day is
hip-hop
like one of those songs.
Change by RM featuring the American rapper Wale, Gaja by the South Korean rapper Gecko featuring RM, and the pop rock song Champion by the Korean
I don't
rock
think I
band
heard that
Fall Out
middle
Boy
song. I don't think I've
featuring
heard that
RM.
middle one
The
yet.
official end of the Wings era is the single album Blood, Sweat and Tears with Japanese versions of Blood, Sweat and Tears, Not Today, and Spring Day.
Nice.
For the 2017 Festa, RM and V composed and released the acoustic ballad 4 O'Clock, and Jin and
That's a
Jungkook
beautiful
joined
song.
Suga in a new version of his solo song So Far Away, part of his August D discography. BTS also participated in the Solteji 25th anniversary remake project by releasing an adaptation of Come Back Home.
I just want to say that is the greatest regret of my reaction career thus far, is not just doing the entire Solteji 25th anniversary. I can't remember what the name of that actual concert was, but not doing that full concert right then. I just looked at it. I was like, it's like 3.5 hours. This is a long concert. I don't know if I've got time for it. I should have made time for it because I can't find it anywhere. If anybody knows where to find that, I will do a full reaction to it as soon as I get a link. I will quit my day job the moment it happens. I don't care if I'm in the middle of getting taking a shower and I got shampoo in my hair and I get the link and I'll look at it. For some reason I've got my phone in the shower with me. I don't know why I would, but if I did, I'd just run out and do a freaking reaction to it right then.
Remake has a new music video, new rap lyrics, and a new pre-chorus.
I added to my list of songs to pick from. Meg, you freaking balls.
Then BTS starts the Love Yourself trilogy. These 3 albums will be their first historic trilogy, which will make them get recognized as the first group since the Beatles for getting 3 #1 albums in less than a year. This trilogy represents their journey towards self-discovery and acceptance. The first part is Love Yourself Her, about the joy and happiness of falling in love. This theme is introduced in the album's comeback trailer, Intro Serendipity by Jimin, an alternative R&B song.
It's actually, there's a link in the description.
Continues expressing the dreamy version of falling in love. This song was BTS's official American TV debut, performed at the 2017 American Music Awards. DNA was also BTS's
Wow, that
first
Serendipity
song
was
ever
the first
to enter
intro
the
to that.
biggest music chart in the world, the Billboard Hot 100 at number 85.
Oh, that's
Best of
awesome,
Me,
Jesse.
an EDM song produced by the Chainsmokers, and Dimple, an R&B song by the Vocaloid, are also about falling in love.
Wait,
But
Best of Me
Piper
was by the
shows some of the
Chainsmokers?
dangers of an excessive love. The rap line wrote this song with the relationship between BTS and their fans in mind. Skip Billboard Music Awards speech is an audio of RM's speech while receiving their first American award.
That's
This
really cool that
divides
they
the
did that.
album's love songs with the songs with stronger social commentary. Mic Drop is the album's follow-up single, which expands their message to the haters they used to give in the cyphers. This is the original version created by BTS, and it doesn't have a music video. They
Mic
also
Drop
have
is so
another
freaking good.
follow-up song titled Go Go, which is the ironic happy song with deep lyrics from this album. Go Go is a pop colorful song with a sarcastic message about this generation's careless spending as a result from the mistakes from past generations. The album's outro is Her, an alternative hip-hop song by the rap line, which reflects the discoveries of looking for someone to fall in love with. But instead of finding love, they discovered a new version of themselves. This is the end of the digital version of the album, but the physical CDs have 2 extra tracks: Skid, Hesitation, Fear, a conversation they had right after winning their first Billboard Music Award, and C, an alternative hip-hop song which uses the sea as a metaphor for the road to success, full of hardships and
I know, this is ridiculous.
As a symbol, BTS re-releases a remix version of Mic Drop, produced by the American
Go-Go is one of my
DJ
favorite
Steve
for no other
Aoki and
reason than
featuring
it's
the
fun to
American
listen to.
rapper The
Yeah,
Same.
heck yeah.
Some of BTS's lyrics were
Wait, okay, hold on. Tony, are you serious? Seotashi's 25th Time Traveler is on Apple TV. Is this real? Can we verify, please? If this is honestly real, I will seriously... I'm stopping stream right now. No, I can't do that. But I swear, after this, I will just find a way. And it will be up on my Patreon by the end of this week. I'll find a way to get Apple TV on here and react to a thing from Apple TV. And then I'll put it up on Patreon. That would be freaking awesome. Bucket list knocked off right there. Boom.
recorded in English, and this was the version promoted to American radio stations. This version charted on the Hot 100 at number 28. For Japan, they released Japanese versions of Mic Drop, DNA, and a new Japanese pop ballad titled Crystal Snow, which follows the romance theme of Love Yourself, Her, and tells the story
just
of
to
a
Google it.
relationship
You're a freaking
affected
legend.
by time moving too fast.
Oh, well, I know what I'm doing this week.
BTS then releases two commercials: Coconut Chicken song for the BBQ brand and With Soul for the Visit Soul campaign.
That's
About
so
their solo
random.
projects, J-Hope releases his first solo mixtape,
Oh
Hope
my
World, in
God.
which he explores his identity as regular guy Jung Ho-seok and worldwide star J-Hope, who represents hope. The entire album
That's
is
such a good
alternative
album.
hip-hop with poppy, bubbly elements and visuals that paint the hopeful world J-Hope talks about. Hope World serves as an introduction
definitely
to
is
the
a long
album's
video
theme. In Piece
entitled.
of Peace, J-Hope explains how he identifies himself with his name. The title track is Daydream, which describes J-Hope's world as a fictional scenario, part of a dream.
I love the way she just said that was so perfect, man. That is a very good way to
In
say
this
it.
line, J-Hope explains his street dancing beginnings, and Hansang is his gratitude to the BTS members. Airplane is the mixtape's second single, in which J-Hope talks about his constant airplane flights and uses it as a symbol for his success. The outro is Blue Side Outro, which is different from Blue Side that he will release 3
I
years
know,
after
man.
this one. Blue Side
Hope World's
Outro
wild.
shows the scenery J-Hope painted in Hope World. This story will be continued in J-Hope's second solo project. Going back to the Love Yourself trilogy, BTS
It is
releases
totally
the
different,
Japanese
Dot.
studio album Face Yourself. Intro Ring One Derun is an electro house instrumental which introduces the Japanese versions of Best of Me, Blood, Sweat and Tears, DNA, Not Today, and Mic Drop. The album's original Japanese song is Don't Leave Me, a genre-bending pop anthem about a complicated relationship, which also serves as a transition from Love Yourself Her's theme of looking for love and Love Yourself
That's
Tears'
awesome.
heartbreaking theme. This song also serves as the OST for the Japanese series
No,
Signal.
thank you so much for the sub. I love that song, by the way.
This album also compiles
It's so
the Japanese
different, like,
versions
melodically.
of Go Go, Crystal Snow, and Spring Day. The last two tracks
Yes.
are Let Go, a pop ballad with a similar message to Don't Leave Me, and Outro Crack, a continuation to Let Go and the end of the album. Before releasing the second part of the Love Yourself Korean trilogy, they released You're So Beautiful
Don't Leave
for
Me is
a
great.
lauded duty-free commercial. The second album of the trilogy is the critically acclaimed, universally loved, iconic studio album Love Yourself 2,
Wow,
which
dude.
explains the pains
Wow.
and sorrows of heartbreak and separation. This theme is introduced in the album's comeback trailer, Intro Singularity by V, a neo-soul song.
Okay, really quick, what's everybody's favorite Love Yourself album? That's like probably a horrible question to ask, but what's your favorite Love Yourself album? Because we've got 3. So what's your favorite one? And I actually know recently 2 of our homies got Love Yourself tattoos, and so yeah, I'm wondering what y'all's favorite Love Yourself album
About a
is.
story of love and loss. This story is described in the title track Fake Love, which became BTS's first top 10 Hot 100 song.
Part 2 is my fave.
The Truth
Nice.
Untold is a sentimental ballad by the vocal line and produced by Steve Aoki about the protagonist's heartfelt attempt to conquer
Kinda
fear
thinking
and
it might be,
self-loathing.
man. I'm
The
gonna have
next
to
4
listen to 'em
songs
all
are
fully,
lo-fi,
but I don't
jazzy
know.
songs over a
All 3.
hip-hop beat that uses metaphors to explain the painful theme of the trilogy. 134340 uses Pluto losing its planet status as a metaphor for alienation. Paradise uses a marathon in contrast with a sprint
3.
as a metaphor for conserving your energy. Love Maze uses a maze as a metaphor for a complicated love. And Magic Shop describes a fictional beautiful place as a metaphor for the exchange of emotions between BTS and their fans' army. The follow-up song is Airplane Part 2.
Please don't
their
push
first
me
song
to pick.
regarding
I'm
pop
so sorry,
influences,
Todd.
which works
I'm
as
so
a
sorry.
continuation of J-Hope's solo song Airplane, part of
Sounds
the
like-
Hope World mixtape. The second
I'm so
follow-up
sorry.
song, Ant-Man, is a happy pop.
I'm not gonna lie though, man.
Album,
Tears
but it doesn't
definitely
have the
stacking
typical
up,
ironic
man. In my
message.
opinion,
Instead,
tears stacking
it
up.
uses the Japanese cartoon character Ant-Man to say that they will try their best to protect others, although they are not superheroes. So What is the EDM track of the album, and it has a comforting message about hardships. The outro is the rap line hip-hop song Tear, which ends the album's theme in a darker reflection on love
Everybody
not
doesn't
being
understand
only
anything
about
yet?
happy and lighthearted moments, like it used to be in Her, the first part of the trilogy. Before releasing the last part and conclusion of the Love Yourself trilogy, BTS celebrated Festa by releasing a Spring Day Brit Rock remix, which they performed at a music festival, and Dang, the most beloved unofficial song by the rap line. Dang
Dude,
has
Dang
the
is
typical
so
themes
freaking
you will
good.
find in BTS's ciphers, but the lyrics are way more advanced and the beats have a traditional Korean sound.
I love that these are like unreleased
The
songs,
last
but
part of
they're
the Love Yourself
huge
Korean
unreleased
trilogy is
songs.
Love Yourself Answer, a compilation album with 2 CDs. The first CD
Pixie
is
Girl have a
introduced by
blessed one as
Jungkook's solo
well.
song Euphoria, which talks about happiness, new beginnings, and discoveries about oneself. These themes are also present in J-Hope's solo
Ooh,
song
that's a good
Trivia
song
Just
too.
Dance.
Just
This
Dance.
compilation album's new songs include a new full version of Serendipity by Jimin, a new hip-hop track with jazzy sounds about love and humanity titled Trivia Love by RM, a funky pop song by Suga titled Trivia Seesaw, in which he uses a seesaw as a
Oh,
metaphor for
God.
the inevitable ups and downs
Seesaw's
of life.
so good,
Epiphany,
too.
a solo song by Jin that
Oh,
serves as the
Epiphany's
album's
on
comeback
this?
trailer and tells the conclusion of the trilogy. A literal epiphany about accepting oneself in order to truly experience love. I'm Fine is the follow-up song which samples and works as a response to Save Me, part of the most beautiful moment in life, Beyond Forever. The
Homie,
title track
I
is
don't know.
Idol, a song with classical Korean
Oh my
instruments
God!
layered with African beats, which represents the ultimate celebration of
That's track
self-acceptance and
15 on this
identity.
album. Okay, now it is really, really, really hard for me to pick on that one. I don't know, dude. Now I
The
don't
last
know.
song,
I
Until
can't
Love
pick.
Myself resolves the struggles expressed in the previous songs from Love Yourself
Dang
Tear.
it.
The second CD
Oh, God.
compiles more songs from the trilogy and has rock versions of
All
DNA
right.
and Fake
I
Love.
dropped the
Stevie
cheesecake.
Aoki's
Oh,
remix
no!
of Mic
Roxanne,
Drop
no!
Without Designer that was part of the Mic Drop music video, and a new version of Idol which also has a music video. This collaboration with Nicki Minaj charted at number 11 on the Hot 100.
If somebody said,
Additionally,
pick
Suga
which one's your
released a
favorite or we're
remix
gonna
of
cut off
Seesaw
your
on
pinky toe, I'd be
iMusic
like,
on SoundCloud. And RM releases his second solo
Cut
mixtape,
it off.
Mono. This project is completely different to his first solo mixtape that had aggressive,
Cut off
fast-paced
the
hip-hop
toe.
songs. Mono, on the other hand, has alternative R&B songs with relaxed instrumentals
So good.
and
Such a
introspective
good
lyrics
album.
represented in the minimalistic animated music videos. In Tokyo and Seoul, RM explains his insecurities and feelings of loneliness.
Soul is one of my favorite melodies that I've ever heard him do. It's so beautiful. I don't even like that. Oh God, just that one
Child
part,
has
so
a
good.
comforting message to feeling like an outcast. Bad Bye is sorrowful. All Good is pensive.
Exactly,
Everything
Kimchi.
Goes is uplifting and hopeful. And the title track Forever Rain talks about depression and the fear of change.
Mono was so good.
BTS's third collaboration with Stevie
Oh my
Aoki
God.
is Wasted on Me, a future-based dance pop love song produced by Stevie Aoki and interpreted
Wasted
by
on
RM, Jimin, and Jungkook. To promote this song, Stevie Aoki releases remixes by the DJs and producers Slashy, Cheat Codes, and W&W. But it was the original version which charted at number 89 on the Billboard Hot 100. The last project part of the Love Yourself trilogy is a
song.
Japanese
Yeah,
single
definitely.
album with Japanese versions of Fake Love, Airplane Part 2, which has a music video, the stadium remix of Idol, part of the physical CD only, and an alternative
I got
Japanese
CDs of
version
all the
of Fake
mixtapes,
Love.
Etsy.
This is the
Heck
official
freaking yeah,
end of
Joyce.
the Love Yourself trilogy. Before starting a new era, BTS enters their mini solo songs era. RM features in Drunken Tiger's hip-hop song Timeless, Jimmy releases
I
the
don't think I've heard
acoustic
that
pop
one.
song Promise, Suga composes and features in Isura's ballad song Request, V releases the acoustic ballad Scenery, and RM is a feature artist in
Mono
Harmony's
Addict. I don't don't blame
Over
him.
You
I don't blame
featuring
him.
Becca. In 2019, BTS enters their Map of the Soul era based on Jungkook's Psychology. The first album of this era is the EP
My
Map of the
God.
Soul Persona, which
They've
explores
done
the
so much
personality
up to
one
here.
projects to others. This theme is introduced in the concept trailer by RM's colorful hip-hop solo song Intro Persona. The album's title track is the funky pop song Boy With Love, featuring the American singer Halsey, which explores happiness, love, and one's own persona. Boy With Love is also a response to BTS's 2014 song Boy In Love, part of the School Trilogy. Boy With Love charted at number 8 on the Hot 100. Microcosmos
Such a
and
catchy
Home
song,
are
man.
pop
Such a
songs
catchy
dedicated to
poppy
their
song.
fans. And Make It Right is produced by the English singer Ed Sheeran about the desire to improve relationships and the world. Jamais is a song interpreted by
We're
Jin, J-Hope, and
2019-ish.
Jungkook,
I know!
which
This
explains
is
the psychological
wild.
phenomenon opposite of a deja vu. The EP's
7 different
conclusion
hair
is the
colors.
follow-up promoted song Dionysus or Dionysus, which uses the Greek god of wine as a representation for the persona concept. This song became part of BTS's most iconic live performances and choreographies.
That song is so good too. Good
As
lord,
a solo
man.
project, Jin releases the ballad Tonight, and BTS releases their mobile game BTS World, and an original soundtrack album for this game with the song and music video Heartbeat, and the collaborations Dream Glow by Jin, Jimin, and Jungkook featuring the English singer Charlie XCX, A Brand New Day by J-Hope and V featuring the Swedish singer Sarah Larsson,
Fave
and
song?
All Night
Wait, which
by
one?
RM and Suga featuring the American rapper Juice WRLD. For Festa, Jungkook releases a remix of his solo song Euphoria, and part of the Japanese Map of the Soul era, BTS releases the
From
music
this
video
one?
for
That
the
is awesome that you
original
were
Japanese
around then.
ballad
That's so
Lights,
cool.
part of the EP with the Japanese versions of Boy
Yes,
With Love
Joyce.
and Idol. Then we have more solo songs. RM features in Lil Nas X remix of Old Town Road.
Man,
titled
she's
Soul
getting
Town
it,
Road.
dude.
V releases the ballad Winter Bear
Oh my
along with
God.
a music video, and J-Hope releases an adaptation
What?
of Chicken
Oh
Noodle
my
Soup
God.
featuring the American singer Becky G. This is BTS's first trilingual song with Korean, English, and Spanish
Oh, that's
lyrics.
freaking
Going
awesome.
back to the Map of the Soul promotions, BTS releases
Wait,
the
freaking
alternative version of Make It Right.
Taylor! What is up, homie? How you doing? I talked about you just a second ago. How you freaking doing, homie? Everybody, please say what's up to Taylor in the chat. And also, I didn't mean to make it totally awkward. That happens to me sometimes. I'm like, I'm just trying to chill. Sorry. But either way, how you doing? I hope you're doing great. Have you watched this yet? This is a really good take through of like all the discography of Chapter 1.
Featuring the American
it's been
singer
very
Love
good.
with a music video. To promote this collaboration,
But we all love
they
you,
also
Taylor. You're
released
freaking
an
awesome.
EDM remix and an acoustic remix. But it was the original collaboration that charted at number 76 on the Billboard Hot 100. Additionally, Suga participates in Halsey's album In
That's such a good
Suga's
song.
Interlude. The last official part of the Korean Map of the Soul era is the studio album Map of the Soul 7, released at the beginning of 2020. It's really unfortunate that this is probably BTS's biggest project ever, but the promotions were cut short because of the pandemic.
Oh,
This is still a legendary
Ah.
album that shows BTS's experience of being in the music industry for 7 years. Despite everything, it was 2020, the year when BTS started charting almost
That
all
is
of
so
their songs
wild.
on the Billboard Hot 100. This album shows a story in 3 parts: Persona, Shadow, and Ego. The
This is
album's
probably
cover
one of the-
trailer uses the intense
Such a
hip-hop
great
song
album.
Interlude Shadow by Suga to show one's own fears, darkness, and shadows. These themes are also represented in Black Swan, BTS's first
Nothing can stop them.
pre-release
For real, though, the
single ever.
pandemic
They
really
released
couldn't
an art
stop
film
them. It might have,
performed
like,
by M&M Dance Company
slowed them
and
for a whole
started
second,
promoting
but-
this song as a single before releasing the album or the official music video.
I did watch
Despite
it, and
releasing
BoraCity's
this song on
amazing,
its
putting this
own,
together.
Black
It's so
Swan
confusing,
charted at number
'cause
57 on the Hot
They've
100.
done. I know. Yeah, it is wild. It's a very ambitious project for her to do
The
this
solo
too,
songs
because it's
include
like
the
so
Latin pop
much.
song Filter by Jimin, while showing 2 sides of oneself, and the R&B song My Time by Jungkook, about growing up and how fast time passes. Both of these songs charted on the Hot 100 at number 87 and 84 respectively. The
So better than
alternative
Map of the Soul
R&B
7's
Louder
cheated
Than
because
Bombs
Ben
and the
Derek, not to
powerful lead
mention the whole
single
tour to
On,
be
which is
canceled.
musically
Yeah.
inspired by marching band music,
God,
talk
Louder
about
Than
BTS's
Bombs?
fighting and hardworking mindset as artists and people. On
Freaking
became
wild.
BTS's highest charting song at the time by debuting at number 4 on the Hot 100. The next two songs
I can't
show
hear
two
that. Oh, God.
opposites. Ah or Ugh by
I can't hear that without Can't Your Wife Bring the Paint. I cannot hear that song without that. But then also, I just want to say this. Like, a lot of people have been mentioning this, and she even said this about this being like the pandemic. But I mean, literally, the entire freaking world. There's so many wild pictures of like Times Square and just really, really busy places where there's nobody there. The whole freaking world stopped. But BTS actually like still did some stuff that was amazing during that time. And if we're really, really thinking about it, I don't know that there's a song that they released post-pandemic that did not blow up on the charts. And even during the pandemic, right? I guess like with Butter and everything else that came out during the pandemic. It's wild. So, I mean, even though the entire world stopped, and a lot of people are saying, like, yes, the pandemic couldn't even stop them. It might have slowed them a little bit or something, but as soon as they actually moved again, it like, they just exploded.
The Rap Line is an aggressive hip-hop song about the world's anger
Where
and
can they
malicious
go?
actions.
Yeah.
And 0 O'Clock by the Vocal Line is an alternative
Misheard
R&B
lyrics. I'm
song
telling
about
you.
staying happy and taking every day as a fresh start. Entering the
I
eco
love
section
0
of the Map
O'Clock.
of the Soul concept, we have Inner Child, a solo song by V about the story of reflection to his inner self. Friends by Jimin and V about the story of their friendship over the years. Moon, a solo song by
Oh
Jin
my
in
God.
which he uses the moon and the earth as metaphors for BTS and ARMY. And Respect, a song by RM and Suga about disrespect and hypocrisy. A conclusion to We
17
Are Bulletproof
songs,
Part
man.
1 and We Are Bulletproof Part 2 is We Are Bulletproof The Eternal.
heck yeah,
an
Meg,
emotional
yes.
song opposite to the first two parts, which shows BTS's gratitude to their fans for letting them be a group for 7 years.
That is
This
such a good
story
song,
is
too.
shown in an animated music video. The album's outro is Ego by J-Hope, a retro hip-hop song
What?
with Afro beats about the Jungian concept of ego, the central part of one's consciousness that one is most aware of. This is the happy celebratory conclusion of
This
the
is
album.
wild
The last
that
song
so
is
many
an
great
alternative
songs were on
version
one
of
album.
On, featuring the Australian singer Sia, only part of the digital version of the album.
But millions
Next, we
of
have
new
the
eyes
solo
to be-
projects
ears to
released during the
BTS. Yeah,
pandemic.
100%
RM
agree with
featured
that.
in the powerful ballad Winter Flower by Yuna. Jimin and Jungkook feature in Love's pop song Who. V releases
I don't think I
Sweet
heard
Night
either of
from
those.
Korean drama Itaewon Class. And Suga
One of the
featured
greatest
and
songs ever.
produced IU's pop rock song 8, which won awards for Best K-pop Song, Best Rock Song, Best Collaboration, and Song of the Year at multiple South Korean award shows.
Oh my God. See, that's wild to hear that, though.
Suga also released his second solo mixtape as August D.
During the
titled BT,
pandemic this
in which
happened?
He shares his viewpoint on the contemporary world and the questions he has about society. The title track is Dechuita, which uses the sound of traditional Korean military music.
This is like a revolution
This
in an
mixtape
album,
has
in my
collaborations
opinion.
with
It was
RM,
so
the
freaking
Korean
wild to
singer
me.
Nihwa, the American singer Max, and the Korean
Oh,
singer
Coffee.
Kim
Coffee
Jong-won.
was what I was
As
talking
part
about.
of the 2020 Festa, Jungkook released the jazzy R&B Still With You. And as the last project part of the Map of the Soul era, BTS released the Japanese studio album Map of the Soul 7, The Journey, with the new tracks Intro Calling, Outro The Journey, and the
Oh my
singles
God.
Stay Goal and Your Eyes Tell. These new songs have their characteristic sound from their Japanese discography.
His voice sounds so good
The
there.
next
Good
era
God.
is a trilogy of English songs. BTS's songs meant to uplift everybody during the pandemic. To reach bigger audiences,
So,
they released these
Untitled,
three
if you're
songs
still
in
here,
English.
these were the
first
ones we
one
were
is the
talking about.
record-breaking disco pop song Dynamite, which became BTS's first song to reach number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Let's go.
To promote this song, BTS released 2 EPs with alternative versions.
Yeah,
The
I
first
agree,
EP
Crystal Snow.
was the summer theme daytime version with an EDM remix, a tropical remix, and a poolside remix. After this, BTS released the best original song for a commercial the world will ever see, Ionic, I'm On It for Hyundai.
I love that. I love how she just said that. That was so funny.
Then, Max and Suga released the pop single Duberias.
It's
To
such a
promote
good
this
song.
single, Max released new versions with music videos with Stevie Aoki and another version with the American rapper Lil Mosey and the American singer Olivia O'Brien.
that's
Next,
pretty
BTS
cool.
releases the nighttime version EP for Dynamite with a slow jam remix, a midnight remix,
I love
a
the
retro
Japanese
remix,
albums.
and a bedroom
Yeah.
remix.
I've got
Additionally,
some
they
thoughts
released
about that
music
after
video for
after
the
this
70s
video.
remix of Dynamite. I really recommend listening to these versions because BTS performed these alternative versions in different TV shows and award shows, and the stages show their range as performers. BTS's next single is a collaboration between Josh 685, Jason Derulo, and BTS titled Savage Love. This version with BTS reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, making it the first song with Korean lyrics to top this chart. Because of the pandemic, BTS started a reality series titled BTS in the Soup, with In the Soup as the original
I can't wait to start
soundtrack.
watching that.
This time also gave them the opportunity to work on their next studio album, B, a project directed by Jimin in which they expressed their frustrations and feelings about the pandemic. This album had all of its songs chart simultaneously on the Billboard Hot 100. The title track, Life Goes On, became the first full song in Korean to reach number 1 on the Hot 100. The music video
first song ever on a reaction to break my little freaking heart and get me all teary-eyed and crying on a reaction. First one ever.
The pop neo-soul Fly to My Room by Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, and V charted at number 69.
Have a blessed night, Jesse. Have a great one.
Charted at number 13. The skit is a conversation with the members' first thoughts after getting their first number 1 song, Dynamite. The happy pop song Telepathy charted at number 70. The old school hip hop Disease charted at number 72, and the EDM pop song Stay by RM, Jin, and Jungkook charted at number 22. Dynamite stayed at number 1 for 3 weeks and stayed on the Hot 100 for 32 weeks. As Christmas time began, Jin released the acoustic
reaction, by the way.
Abyss.
It one got me. That one got me for sure.
Remix of Dynamite.
For sure
Jimin
got me.
released his solo Christmas song
No, let's
Christmas Love,
rewatch.
and
Yeah.
he released his solo Christmas
I'll
song,
rewatch that one with you
Snowflower,
guys.
featuring
Just
the Korean singer
cringe at myself
Pitbull.
crying.
At the beginning of 2021, the vocal line sang a cover of the song Jungle for a Coca-Cola commercial, and J-Hope released the full version of Outro Blue Side, this time titled simply Blue Side. As BTS gets
Paula, how
closer
you
to the
doing?
end of chapter 1,
Hello.
they release anthology albums which compile their most iconic songs over the years, which are not only successful but also tell their story in the music industry. But before BTS released their Korean anthology album, they released the compilation album BTS The Best, which officially wraps up
cool.
the
I didn't know
Japanese
that.
discography in 2 CDs. The first song of the first CD, which also worked as a pre-release single, is Film Out, their first Japanese song ever to enter the Hot 100 at number 81.
I agree with that, Crystal Snow. Oh, no way. Film Out was a part of that? That's awesome.
The rest of the first CD, as well as the second CD, compiles their most iconic songs in Japan. Going back to the
Film Out
Korean
is amazing.
discography, RM features in Don't by Lee Young. This is the second out of the 3 collaborations between them. The third one is part of Chapter 2. The second single part of the trilogy of English songs is the summer song Butter, which stayed at number 1 on the Hot 100 for 7 weeks.
Oh, God, man. Film Out is my favorite. That's freaking awesome to hear that. That's very
remix,
cool.
Which has a music
I love
video,
that song.
An electro pop remix, a dance pop remix, which also has a music video and an instrumental track. For Festa, RM released Bicycle, and BTS performed new versions of their songs on their anniversary
J-Hope is the
concert
only dude that
last
can pull
year.
that hat
These
off.
songs are a Korean version of their Japanese song Wishing on a Star, and a live EDM remix of Not Today. The third project part of the trilogy of English songs is Permission to Dance, which
I love
debuted
that
at
song
number 1
so
on
much
the
now.
Billboard Hot 100.
Listen, if 2 years ago Self heard myself say one of my favorite songs of BTS is Permission to Dance, I'd be like, dude, what? What are you freaking talking about? But I freaking love Permission to Dance. And a lot of people that I know that do like BTS, they're like, oh, that's probably one of my least favorite songs. I love the fact that Permission to Dance was sang at the freaking UN. Wasn't it like that's the one that they performed there? And essentially it's like saying, dude, you guys can tell us we can't do this or we can't do that, but we don't need y'all's permission to just dance. And in my opinion, that's like one of the most punk and /rock/metal things ever. Gino hates Permission to Dance. I totally get it. I totally get where people might think that it's like too poppy or whatever. But in my opinion, it is one of the most like punk spirited things I've ever heard of in my life. The fact that they sang that in the freaking UN, where the UN's like, oh, y'all cannot go outside. Y'all can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do this. And they're like, well, you can't tell us we can't do this. And then they sang it in their freaking faces, in their freaking house. They went to their house and they sang it at there. And I like, in my opinion, that's one of my favorite things about that. Like the song itself, I think stands out. I love the song too. But man, I freaking love the, I don't know, just the edginess of it. The metalhead in me, the little like, I don't know, the rebellious, you can't tell me what to do type person loves that about that song. So every time I hear it, I'm like, yes, it might be super poppy and a dance song for sure. But like once you think about it like that, it's like, freaking awesome. I love it even more. Gigi, how you freaking doing? Also, Emo JK. Yeah, how can you not like that? At 53 years old, if somebody had told me that'd be Army 2 years ago, I thought they were nuts. Yeah, I think we're all in there like that. A little bit of that same boat where we were just like, wait, what? And also, I think maybe it was you, Kimchi, that said I'd be interested in hearing like what. Oh no, it's Crystal Snow. But then also you answered. Crystal Snow said, it's gonna be interesting to hear what their music is like after they complete their military service. That's been running through my head so much. And then Kimchi said, military life is tough. I hope life outside, what has been kind of a bubble, doesn't harden them too much. Yeah, I totally agree with that. But boom.
Permission to Dance was initially released
I'm telling you, man,
single
that
album
song's
with
so
Butter,
good, though.
But it was also part of the single album Permission to Dance that comes with an R&B remix. Since they were
Always gives me
technically
flashbacks to sitting in the
both
stadium
Butter
for
and
beat.
Permission
Aw,
to Dance
that's
together,
awesome,
they
Taylor.
released a remix of Butter featuring the American rapper Megan Thee Stallion. The previous year, BTS partnered with Samsung.
I am
to
so
promote their
envious
Galaxy
that you were
phones.
at that
BTS
show. That's
would
so
have
awesome.
Commercials using Dynamite and Butter, and even released their own
2025,
edition
man.
Samsung Galaxy phones and earbuds. Additionally, Suga produced an alternative version of the classical ringtone Over the Horizon. You can use Suga's 2021 and 2022 ringtones in Galaxy phones.
Oh, that's
BTS's
cool.
next big single was a collaboration with the British band Coldplay, titled My Universe.
Gotcha. Jin equals
With
next,
voices
Whitney
in
Houston.
English, BTS and
Yes.
Coldplay debuted at #1 on the Hot 100 and stayed on the chart for 17 weeks. To promote the song, they released Supernova
Animated
7
butter
Mix,
melting.
the
Yeah.
instrumental, an acoustic version, a tropical remix by Suga,
I don't
a
think I've
remix
ever
by
heard the
Swedish
acoustic
duo
version. That sounds
Galantis,
cool.
and a remix by the French DJ David Guetta. For the TV drama Jirisan, Jin released the sentimental ballad Yours. To officially end the promotion of Butter, they released a holiday remix of Butter.
Aw.
This is the last project part of the trilogy
I don't-
of English
I don't think I've ever
Then
seen
we
that one
enter
either.
a small era of solo projects. Jin releases the fun song Super Tuna about his love for fishing. Suga participates on Juice
I mean,
WRLD's
Super
second
Tuna is possibly
posthumous
one of the
album
greatest
by
songs ever
featuring
written.
in the song Girl of My Dreams. And V releases the ballad Christmas Tree for the
Oof,
soundtrack of the
that's a good
Korean
one too,
drama
dang.
Our Beloved Summer. In 2022, Jungkook releases Stay Alive, produced by Suga, with a music video by the 7 BTS members for
So
their
good.
webtoon 7 Fates Chakho. Jimmy releases With You with the Korean singer Ha Sung-won for the K-drama Our Blues. And Suga produces and features In That
What?
That by the Korean singer Psy. The last project part of Chapter 1 is the Anthology BTS album Proof. This album compiles the most important songs of BTS's career in 3 CDs. Their first CD has their 19 most significant singles.
So anybody that knows this a little bit better than I do, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was the first song that was actually released by a BTS artist, actually like a recent release. I think that was one of the first ones that came out whenever I really started getting into them. Because Suga jumped down from the freaking heavens in that side video. I was like, what? It was freaking awesome. I think that was one of the first, like that was the first one that I really watched after becoming a fan of theirs that came out, you know?
First song is the unofficial adaptation of Born Singer, which they released on SoundCloud on 2013. But this time, they
beautiful
bought
song.
the rights to use the sample from J. Cole and officially release it as a BTS song. The other singles are No More Dream, N.O., Boy in Love, Danger, I Need You, Run, Fire, Blood, Sweat and Tears, Spring Day,
Yeah, it
DNA,
was. Heck
Take
yeah.
Love, Idol,
Very
Boy
beginning,
with Love,
yeah.
On, Dynamite, Life Goes On, Butter, and the new single Yet to Come, in
Good
which they thank
God.
their fans for all the years of support and promise to bring even better music on their next chapter as BTS.
Saw that anyone live that had come by. Thank you so much for coming by, Gigi.
The second CD
Thank you so
comprised
much.
the 15 most representative solo and subunit songs. The first song is a new song by the 7 members titled Run BTS, a reference
beautiful
to their
song.
Variety web series.
Sugar was the eagle that yeah. And then he's holding him in his arms. That was
The
so
other
funny.
songs are RM's Persona, Stay, Jane's Moon,
Long-haired Suga,
Suga's
freaking
Seesaw,
king.
The Rap Lines Cypher 3, J-Hope's Ego, The Rap Lines Her, Jimmy's Filter, Friends, V's Singularity, the vocal lines 0 O'Clock, Jungkook's Euphoria, and the vocal lines Dimple. The third and last CD of Proof has 14 songs. 13 of them are only available on the physical CD. This third
awesome.
CD compiles demo versions, songs that were never released, such as Young Love and Quotation Mark, an instrumental version, an a cappella version, and the new song For Youth. This is
Tony
the only
Montana
song from
featuring
the third
Jimin.
CD, which you can listen to on streaming platforms. This is the official end of BTS's Chapter 1. Chapter 2 is still ongoing and it has solo songs, solo albums, subunit songs, and songs with the 7 members. So let me know in the comment section if you learned anything new today and what
I
is
learned
your
so much
favorite
new.
BTS era.
I'm glad she did that to you guys at the ending as well, too, okay? Let me just... I'm so glad she just said, let me know what y'all's favorite is, too. She is freaking wild. I'm so glad she did that. I wonder how many people in the comments were like, I can't believe you asked us to do this. Let's see. Oh, God. No, okay. No, all right. I was about to say, I don't know. I'm diehard on me. Okay. But I bet there's a lot of people that like, I mean, I learned something. Please let me know if you guys learned something new or even heard about a new song or something like that as well, too. Mel, how you freaking doing? But, man, like, I loved watching this. I think, too, so, I don't know, man. One thought that I had recurring throughout this entire thing, watching this whole thing, I remember whenever I first got into doing reactions of BTS, a lot of people were asking, when is BTS going to be doing an American or an English album? They asked that in a lot of the, there were a lot of questions of like interview questions. When are you going to do an English album? When are you going to do an English album? And I can kind of see, I guess, where they were coming from since they did all these Japanese albums and stuff. But in my opinion, I don't know that I would ever really want them to do a full English album. I think that like, I love hearing them speaking in either Korean. I do also love hearing them singing in Japanese too. So like, it would work for sure if they did something in English. But I don't know, man. I don't think that that's ever something that I'm like, man, I really hope they do this. You know what I mean? But there was like, I can now see after watching this and seeing how many Japanese ones that they did, and then a Chinese version, which I didn't know they did either. I can see now at least why that question was proposed. I can now see why they asked that question. But I'm not saying that I would like ever want that. That's not something that I wanted personally. You know what I mean? JK has a full English album now. He for sure does. He definitely does. So maybe that gave the people what they wanted. But yeah, in my opinion, that's not something that I really ever was like, man, I really want them to do this, you know? But dude, seriously, please, anybody, if you haven't yet, go... let me put this in the comments. Boom! Go smash a like on that video because that was freaking very well done. And not that we're trying to go to Tilify. There we go. And I'm gonna pull up this one last time. I'm gonna show you guys the link to our donation that we've got on here because we're shooting for the Japan charity stream. We're gonna be doing this. Copy a donation URL. All right, and then let me post this here. So. A lot of people have been asking me, and we've talked a lot about the earthquake in Japan. We actually now officially have a donation site for it. They have a goal of, I think it's like 5,000 by the, like, I don't know exactly what the timeline is, but if we can get to the goal, we've got a lot of different streamers that are going to be streaming this week. For me on Twitch, all week I'm going to be streaming. We've got like an overlay that's going to show you guys exactly how much we've raised. This link right here will take you directly to the donation site. This is going to World Community Kitchen, and that's going to actually be helping. They are feeding right now anybody that's actually working and helping them. And then also on top of that, they're feeding anybody that's been like without a house, without food over in Japan right now for the earthquakes. And speaking of which, how are you doing today? So I do have a goal, and I'm going to say it again here really quick. Last time I'm going to say this because I know that I'm going to be really like regretting saying this later on, maybe possibly. But if we get them to that goal of 5,000 by the end of the week, there's a lot of streamers besides myself that are going to be doing this. And if anybody out there knows some streamers that would be interested in helping us out, trying to raise money for the World Kitchen community or World Community Kitchen to help Japan, if anybody wants to help out with that, please let me know. But if we do get to the $5,000 goal that they're shooting for, if we get to that by this next Sunday, I'm going to let Jody shave my head on stream. All right, I'll take the beanie off. You guys will see that I do, in fact, have hair. And then I'm going to let her shave it all off on stream next Sunday if we get to $5,000. I'm going to let them do that because it's a worthwhile cause, man. And if I can give my hair up, I was going to try to go out to Japan, but honestly, it would have taken a lot longer for me to, it would have taken more money for me to raise money for me to go to Japan and help than it would for me to be able to raise money for people that are already over there helping. So we're going to be doing that. I have not asked what you got to say yet, but we should totally ask them. If anybody knows any streamers that would be interested in helping for this cause at all, please let us know, because I want to be able to help in any way we can. We've got a great community here. A lot of people are like very caring, awesome, giving people here as well. And I'm going to shave my head. And then also I'm going to be doing some funny stuff on stream whenever we do the actual streams on there. I'll debate just about see. Yeah, I'll debate just to see your hair at all, or donate. There you go. Heck yeah. But we are also, so the donations are live right now. So that link is live. We are taking donations in there, and I just don't have the overlay set up. Our first goal is $300, and then after that, we're going to keep on setting it up. Hit Roscoe up yet? Roscoe said that he's down to do it as well too. Just send him over the info, and I've got all the links and everything set up for everybody to be fully going this week. So I wanted to announce it on this stream that we're going to be doing that. And then, yeah, I don't know what other streamers are going to be doing for goals, for donation goals and stuff like that. But there's going to be Luke from GOT Games is going to be doing it. We also have Professor Noctis, which is a Final Fantasy content creator. We've got Legions, who is a content creator. We've got Roscoe said that he's going to be doing it. And then I've got a couple other content creators that said they're going to... Alex Ray said she's going to be on it. So we've got a lot of people that are going to be helping for sure. Gigi said, do I have long hair? My hair does come down past like my eyebrows. It comes down to somewhere in here-ish. I do have like somewhat longer hair. I don't know. But all of this will be all the way up to here. I'll cut it all the way up. I'm telling you, we get to $5,000 on there. I'm going to share it all off. Help me keep John accountable here. Listen, I will shave it off on Sunday. I will pull it up, and if we're at $5,000 by Sunday, I will shave it off, okay? Breaking the Stereotype Chapter 2 is coming. Dun, dun, dun. That's what you're talking about. Yes. Yes, I'll get those up as well, too. You make my Japanese heart very appreciative for your hard work for my home country. Seriously, I would feel like I wanted to do something anyways. I would want to do something just after seeing all the aftermath of what happened. We've got a community here that's like a good, positive community. And I feel like with all of us together, we should be able to make something happen. And not just all of us, but we also have like other communities, the people that we've met and stuff. So yes, I think that we should be able to help other people. And I want to be able to do that in real world. What are the numbers right now? So we're actually starting off pretty much at zero. Our first goal is $300. And we're at currently zero at the moment. So, because I literally just set up the donation link, but remove the beanie. Mimi, I'll totally take it off on Sunday. I promise, homie. You'll be able to see my hair before you trim it all off if we get there. And actually, I'll tell you this too. So next Sunday, I'll do a beanie-less stream, okay? I'll do a beanie-less stream. I'll set a goal up somewhere in there. Even if we don't get to the $5,000 for us to shave my hair off, even if we don't get there, I will do a beanie-less stream next Sunday. You guys can see my hair. In fact, I'd take it off right now, but my hair is a freaking wreck. It's a train wreck. I trust John would do that after the makeup and waxing episodes. Man, we'll throw it fully down. If we're close to this, I'll do a full-on Will of Death stream just to raise the rest of the money that we're at. Missing, and then we'll do a full-on Will of Death stream. Roscoe is pretty hairy. Imagine screams if you got waxed for fundraiser. So yes, we need to get donation goals, all this fun stuff, man. But I really feel like with our community, we should do that. John, you leave things up for longer than next Sunday since most people get paid on the 1st and 15th. Oh dang! Maybe. Yeah, I'm down. Jackie, how you freaking doing? I just want to be able to raise this for them, and I've talked to the World Central Kitchen. I've talked to them, and I don't know, knowing that they actually have boots on the ground right now, there are actually people there, and they need money at the moment. That's freaking everything to me. So I'm like, let's freaking do that. Black fingernails? You want me to paint my nails black? I'll freaking do it. But yeah. So. I don't know. That's just something that I feel like our community can definitely do. And then I feel like, oh, dang it. Hold on one second. So Nope. Cancel. I think it's this. Doop, doop. Nope, it's not that. Dang it. I found out what that little thing is, by the way. Maybe it's going to work. I think it's going to work. It's going to come back to life. Do your thing. 2 seconds. Maybe. Oh, no. So we're totally frozen up for a whole 2 seconds. I'm so sorry. Hold on 1 second. Maybe if we go to here. I don't know. Boop. No, even it still froze up there. Jeez. Oh, my gosh. 2 seconds, homies. I'm so sorry. My freaking computer is being such a turd. I don't know. Just needs to refresh. Boom, we're back. Okay, I found out why it does that. Apparently, if you do hand symbols, like I don't want to do another one, but if I did a thumbs up right now, that little bubble would pop up. If I do like a heart hands, it actually does heart hands. And I could show you guys. It's hilarious. I don't know why it does this. I have no clue. But y'all know I've been asking. I'm like, why are the balloons going off? Why are these things happening? It's because of hand motions. Apparently, if I do hand motions, is it the computer or you? It's essentially my camera. And then my computer's like, wait, what just happened? Y'all want to see the hand motions? I know how to fix this quickly now. So here we go. Check it out. It'll do it. See, it starts doing like that. I don't know. It starts doing those things. And then it just and then it completely kills my stream. It's like, what have you done? I had no idea that was a thing until the podcast that I just did with freaking Alan and Gotcha, guys. So funny. You're hanging around Roscoe for too long, right? But that is the goals, guys. So if we get there, if we get to 5,000 by the end of next week, I will shave my hair off on stream next Sunday for you guys. So that's the game plans. And again, I'm going to post, this is the copy the donation URL. Can y'all at least check this donation URL really quick? I'm not saying go donate right now, but can y'all at least check this and make sure that it goes to that? Like make sure that this is going to that correct link. I just donated. Again, no need to shave. Gigi, I'm doing it. I'm gonna freaking do it. But thank you so much for the donation. I don't have the overlay up on the computer yet because I literally set that up 5 minutes before hitting go live. So it's kind of cool. And now you have an answer. Right now we know. Make a V and you will get party. No way. Is that real? Will this really happen? Like a V like this? Does this really? Come on, do something. Oh, it totally works. Yes. Oh, this is the greatest day of my life. We're learning on stream, guys. We're really doing it. I can't believe this. You may not unless after shaving. Oh God. You know what though? If we get to $5,000 and I get to shave my hair off, I will totally I'll reenact some of the BTS Army pictures, like their enlistment pictures. I'll do it. I'll reenact, not their enlistment pictures, but I'll reenact some of their, like showing them shaving their head pictures. I'll do it. Dude, so yes, our first goal of 300, we're already at 125. So thank you guys. Thank y'all very much. Did you say fart? I don't know about that though. I don't know about the farting though. Is it USD? On the donation site? I believe so. Let's make sure. So yes. Yes. Our first goal on this is for, they've actually so far, the fundraising event, Chefs for Japan, it has only raised, they started it up because I was like, do y'all have anything on Tiltify yet? They didn't have anything up on the website that we use for streamers. And they were like, we're going to work on one for you guys. So they worked on sending one up, and they literally, out of their $5,000 goal, they're at $390 right now. So, like, we are going to blow this out of the water for them because they're out there doing stuff, and I just want to be able to support them. So, like, I'm going to freaking go for it. I can't wait to see where we're at. This time, freaking, I want mutton chops. Dude, I'll just only keep the sideburns. Check the numbers now. But you know what I mean? I really want to be able to make sure that we're at. So yeah, we're at 125. Heck yes, we're just at 0. Y'all are freaking awesome. Spread positivity. Boom. A little spread positivity t-shirt. which actually Meg made some other ones that are a little less basic than this one, or a lot less basic than this one, that are freaking awesome. And they're in my dryer right now because I wore mine. It was awesome. But yeah, we'll do some different stuff. We'll do a lot of different things on here for our stream. On Monday and Wednesday, I'm streaming on Twitter or on Twitch, and then also on next Sunday, I'll be streaming back again on YouTube, and I might try to throw in another YouTube stream somewhere in here. Maybe we could do something. Maybe I could do something for like any donations that we get. We'll do a reaction donation stream, and I'll just donate or something. Let me see. Maybe Thursday night. What are y'all? Did it fit okay? It fits freaking perfect, Meg. Thank you. What do y'all think about either Thursday or Friday doing a stream? We could do it on YouTube, or we could do it on. We could either do it on YouTube or we could do it on Twitch. I'm not sure which one yet, but one of the two. We could just do any donations at all, and we'll have little donation things on there. We could do any donations that go towards this. I'll do a reaction towards it. I'll do a reaction for that. So like we'll just do, and however long you guys want to go. We can maybe go 4 or 5 hours. I don't even care. What's your Twitch? It's just John Reeves Live. Are you doing merch? Could help with using new passport. Oh yeah. Yeah, very true. So yes, we do have merch. And I'll have to, I'm going to get this one up on our merch shop. I don't have this one on there yet. If you shave your head, how will we know? You never have seen without the head covered. So I'm going to take my beanie off next Sunday. We'll hang out the whole time, and then Jody's going to come up here and just buzz it off, dude. Are you? But yes, kimchi, my passport freaking being, yeah, heck yeah. That's a great idea though. After this live, John, please go check a few songs that you learned to react to. Yeah, heck yeah. I'm down with that. But yeah, so Thursday or Friday, y'all let me know. We'll talk about it on either our Discord or something, and we'll find out which day works best. But one of those 2 nights, my wife is working, and I think both of my daughters are going to be gone. So maybe Friday, we'll just do a full reaction stream where it's either 4 or 5 hours, and I'll just stream as long as we can. We'll do reactions for any type of donation. So even from $1, I don't like whatever donation we can get on there. Tape a lock to the beanie afterwards. Oh God, we'll get like a little glass box with a little lock on it, and I'll throw the lock away. I'll throw the lock out to the possum friends that I've got out there, and we'll lock the beanie up somewhere in here, and I'll just have to freaking no hair. We've seen you in a suit jacket and dress more often than we've seen your hair. Oh my God, that is hilarious and painfully true. Painfully freaking true. That is so funny. That is so funny. But yeah. So that's what we got going on this week. Monday and Wednesday going to be streaming, and then Thursday or Friday, probably Friday. Wear your wig. Yeah. I'll wear the new purple wig. Meg gave me a new purple wig. But Friday night, that's what we'll plan on. Friday night, I'll stream because my wife is working and both my kids are going to be gone. So it's just going to be me, and I'll stream as long as we can on Friday, and we'll just see how much we can raise and just go for a couple more big pushes. We need a smiley face, bolt hit. Oh God. You can stream both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, get your audience on both platforms that way. I'll definitely try that. We'll shoot and see if that can happen. Where is your wig? It is in my freaking, oh, you said, where is your wig? It's down in my house. It's in my kitchen. It's in my kitchen. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's what we'll freaking do. And I'm telling you, Sunday, if we get there by Sunday, to their $5,000 goal, it's going to be across all these channels. And if you guys want to do your part, like if y'all want to do something but you're not able to donate money, that's totally cool. I totally understand that. But something you could do is help me spread the word that we're doing this. That doesn't cost any money at all. Just please help me spread the word that we're trying to raise $5,000 for them. They've got that as a budget. They've already got people over there. If you guys could just like help spread the word. If you know other streamers that would be interested in doing this, all they need is the links, and then everybody we can donate. So, and then anybody that helps stream on this, I'm going to be putting together like videos and stuff like that. I really want to be able to thank everyone that helps us and then recognize everybody for doing this as well too. So if you are not able to donate, but you still want to be able to help us in some way, please help spread the word that we're doing this. I'll have it up on I'll have it up on Twitter. I'll have it up on my Instagram. We'll also be posting it on our Discord. So we've got all the information now. I just have to package it nicely and show it to everyone. When you make 5K, have Chris write 5K for for Japan on your head after shaving it? Yeah, dude. Yes. Oh God. Or do you have any BT21 plushies tied that to your head, just like Jay? Yeah. No, we'll have to find out from the 7 members that have posted their freaking shaved heads. We'll have to find out like which one you guys think that I should do for my reenactment. Maybe we'll do one of each. That'd be hilarious. I'll just do a freaking Twitter post of like all like a collection of me recreating their freaking pictures. We're at 185 now. Thank y'all so freaking much. Good Lord, we're already. All right. Y'all are freaking awesome. This isn't even the stream yet. Thank you guys. Thank y'all very much for this. But yeah, I can't wait to see what their reaction is from this for us. I'm really excited to see like, I don't know, their face whenever they see like they've got this goal up and we just blow it out of the water for them. I'm very, very hopeful for this. But all right, guys, if y'all need anything, please message me. I'm going to be hopping off here. I got to wake up really early in the morning to go work, which is going to be totally on. Wait, no, don't do the thumbs up. It's going to be so awesome. But working tomorrow, I've got 3 reactions coming out. And then on Tuesday, we're starting back with the BTS reactions as of how Meg has it. So I'm really excited about that too. Zane knows how to do the YouTube and Twitch. Ask him. I wonder if Zane wants to hop on here too. And I wonder if like anybody from that community would like to help. Like if freaking Jeanette would like to be on it. Anybody that can help at all. Like let everyone know. Because we're shooting for it. We don't have it like, it's not scheduled. You don't have to do it on any day that you normally would stream this week. Throw it on there. Every day between now and Sunday. Freaking blow it up, homies. Let's do this. Let's freaking do this. We're going to bring the spread positivity. We're doing real life stuff. Let's freaking do it. I am so excited, man. I can't wait. Sunday. It will be the happiest moment of me shaving my head if we do it. Gino raised $5,000 today for Marie. Wait, what? What is it? Gino did a stream where he raised $5,000. Gino raised $5,000 today for Marie. I'm so confused. What happened though? Antigona? Yeah, dude, ask everyone. And let's ask DJ Gino if he wants to. But he raised $5,000 today for Marie. Marie? Well, that's freaking awesome though. So then, yeah, DJ Gino. Anybody that we can react to, I'm totally down. MDC, how you doing? But all right, homies. I'm going to hop off here, but let's freaking do this. Let's blow this up and freaking, yeah, I'm going to shave my head next week. I'm going to say goodbye to for the Marines. Marie had cancer. Aw. That is so sweet. And also, I hope that she's okay. Oh my God. Oh no, his cat. Oh my God. Asked for $1,500 for the vet cancer treatment. It's got over 5,000. That is so freaking sweet, man. DJ Gino, I know that, like, I don't know, man. That dude's awesome. I really do enjoy that guy. His dog, Marie, was sick with cancer. Oh, God, that's so, oh, God. Oh, man. Phoenix Flame, have a blessed night. But all right, guys, y'all have a great one. And for real, let's spread the word to everybody that we're trying to raise this money. And if we do, I will shave my head on stream for Japan for the homies that need some stuff right now, okay? Because, like, yeah,